Welcome in, everybody. I'm Kane B. I'm your host of today's show, and I'll be honest with you, right? I don't know what's gonna happen. This is three wildcats, and they're gonna jump in your ear holes and give you whatever information that they got and talk it up. Everything goes. Like I said, it's going to be a wild one, completely out of my control. So welcome in. I'm going to get right to it because we're pressed for time today here on the Purge with some of our guests. So without further ado, let's see what's going on in this crazy world. Thank you for being here.
Heal that could help someone feel safe or secure, and to not be able to give it to them is difficult. Everyone that worked this case, all the family members that were involved, none of us could speak to the media.
Yeah.
You know that more than anyone.
Right.
And so everyone's speaking, everyone out there giving interviews was speculating with no knowledge, with very little information what was going on. And they painted the wrong picture. And finally, we have our voices back.
Yeah, right.
And excited to tell the story.
We met by chance, and I had some knowledge throughout our case of what the Middlemans were doing, and I relied on that. Jim and I relied on that in our darkest moments. I didn't know anything, that I wasn't supposed to know, but it was a blessing, and victims' families should have the right to that information. If they're going through the same thing we are, I mean, inevitably there's going to be families that are in the same position we are.
Yeah, I guess there would have been a lot more certainty had it been explained.
It just would have, it's definitive information. There was so much, so much speculation. There still is. It's shocking to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is science.
It's scientific.
Yeah, there's
right?
no speculation.
I mean, if you knew definitively that knife sheath was, without a shadow of doubt, which is the case, now that it's all said and done, it would have been different going through. You would have relied on, you kind of went, okay, maybe we don't need to worry as much as we need to worry.
Yeah, and there was one advanced forensic test performed. There was one profile. There was so much speculation out there about multiple profiles, incongruent information. There is only one lab that is doing this type of DNA technology that tested that DNA, and it's ours. Everyone tried to figure out why was this information not out there, what was missing, what was the missing component,
So the
and
FBI
came up with a
didn't
whole bunch
test
of
it all.
speculations that led to uncertainty. And that uncertainty continued to grow, and I think that was the most difficult on the victim's families.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And no one else, right? Like, I was certain the entire time because I saw the science. I knew the results, right?
Because
I never had
science
one
makes sense.
doubt in my mind that we'd be sitting here today, whenever today was, whether it's after the trial, before the trial, at a plea. I knew that this day was going to come. But the victims' families didn't have that certainty. I don't even know if law enforcement involved in the case had that.
What is it about Othram Labs that reminds me of that woman who started the $60 billion company, and they would just be able to take a drop of your blood and they would tell you whatever was wrong with you, which was total bullshit?
Certainty. I don't know how far the results actually propagated as the full result of the investigation, because everything was kept so under wraps. And I think that needs to change. And I want to make clear, because there are questions in our talk today for David, and I'm sure in our talk tomorrow, that we don't tell them this is your perpetrator. We say this person's profile, or one of these 2 or 3 people in this family left DNA at this crime scene. Meaning that they then need to investigate. They need to contextualize that information. They knew in the Kohlberger case that there was a white Elantra that was seen at the crime scene. Now they knew that there was a family in Pennsylvania that was identified. Could they look up a white Elantra that had a Pennsylvania plate or a Pennsylvania driver? Of course they could. And that's part of their investigation. I don't know the order of which the investigators actually investigated that case, but they were able to piece all those pieces together because we gave them the information that we gave them. And as they pieced all those puzzle pieces together, it became very clear that there was only one suspect first possible of committing this crime.
What is it like for you to meet the person or the people who, I mean, it's so scientific what they did, but to put a face to it.
It was amazing. Jim and I hopped the first plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, we flew to Houston, and then Maisie and I have been back.
This?
Jason Bath is from 43 from Davenport. This is our human trafficking and prostitution folks. When he walks in, you think, well, I have set up a deal with an ugly woman. And I think you would all agree that this guy's an ugly woman, right? This is what you really get when the makeup comes off. You decide that you're going to hook up with a woman. She comes in, and she's already uglier than a mud fence. And then, as you start to engage, you find out, hey, this dudette is a dude, and look what he really looks like. He looks like he should have been in a Scarface movie someplace. I don't.
The world was crashing in.
This is what's happening. People think they're getting this, and many times they're getting a really bad guy. When you find them in the bar at night, you know, you try to drink them pretty, and you wake up the next morning and you see this. Yeah, that's what we call Rolex ugly.
Bro, this is the sheriff?
Rolex ugly is you wake up the next morning and they're laying on your arm and your Rolex is there and you just chew your arm off and leave the Rolex. You just got to get out of there. You don't care about the Rolex.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Going for a walk.
You wanna go for a walk? You wanna go for a walk?
Do
You
want
to. You wanna go for a. Wanna go for a walk?
Would you like to go? Ooh, that ear.
Drogon, go outside.
Go for a walk? Do you want to go for a...
You're being recorded. What's up? I'm here to do my job. This is a feller.
You are in the way, sir.
I'm in the way.
Sir,
I'm delivering gasoline, man.
So this guy's just bringing gasoline. I just got a short, real quick reel, and we're going to give it right to the girls there holding a gun in my head. You might hear all the banging outside. There's a bulldozer waiting to topple my place if I don't get right to it. So let me take this box list, and we'll get right to it. So just a few more minutes. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Going to be a humdinger.
You can just swing out on me.
You can do your job better. Not that hard. You're being recorded.
I'm here to deliver my load. What's going on?
Oh, David, we have to go. I want to go see my godkids. This is...
She did not just say that. I gotta go see my godkids. My godkids. My god. That's the best part right here. All they had to do was just go out the other exit.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of the car, please.
Okay, so I'm in one of my favorite Dollar Trees looking for new stuff. Lots of wipes. You get 30 of them. It's actually not bad. Keep them in the go bag in the car for the kids. You just never know, right? They do have some carts.
You're incapable of being happy?
Why do you say that?
Because women with curly hair buy a straight hair. Women with straight hair buy a curler. Women with dark hair dye it blonde. Women with blonde hair dye it dark. Women with big boobs, they get a breast reduction. Women with small boobs, they get implants. I mean, you can't make that species happy. If they're light skinned, they want to get darker. There is no making them happy. They got eyebrows. They shave them off and draw new ones on. There is no making that species happy. When the Almighty created woman, He created a weird animal.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I mean, I'm sure there's...
My Beaver Loves Wood by Jenn Genevieve. Look at my beaver. Isn't she pretty? When she sees wood, it makes her feel giddy. She's drooling. My beaver can be lazy. She loves to take a break. As soon as she smells wood, ping, she's awake. Cedar, oak, maple, or even pine. Hardwood is preferred, but softwood is fine. I love hardwood. I love her. She's so cute. Don't try to trick her. She can tell when it's fake. What the fuck is that? From a twig to a whole trunk, there's no size she can't take. Get it, girl. My beaver is fluffy and very wet. My beaver will chomp your wood with no regrets. Seeing a beaver like mine is special and very rare. Limited edition. It's not every day you see a beaver with so much hair. Don't judge me. My beaver will gobble any wood, small or wide with girth. Size isn't everything, for what it's worth. Big or small, I'll take it all. My beaver doesn't know when to stop. She's very greedy. Wood! Chomp chomp, your wood is gone. She's super speedy. I'm so full. My beaver loves wood, that much is clear. Put your wood near her mouth and it will disappear. That wood was so good. Being surrounded by wood is kind of surreal. So much wood, so little time. But my beaver will always
video
have
now
a good
released in the Idaho college murders. Surveillance showing confessed killer Brian Koberger's car circling the neighborhood the night of the murders, what it reveals, and what Brian Koberger is now reportedly upset about in prison. Here's Kane Whitworth.
People want a piece of us. Those fools, do they want to see what we're made of? The United States of America, red, white, and blue, will rip your throat out, drink your blood, motherfucker. From the sky will hit the target. Time to simplify. Whoa, time to simplify. Oh yeah. From the land, the air, on the sea, bloodthirsty troops will show no fucking mercy. Boots will stomp upon your legacy. They will send your soul straight to the deity. Come on, drop the bomb. Oh yeah. Oh come on, drop the bomb. Oh yeah. Come on. Sometimes the tree of liberty must be watered with the blood of tyrants and patriots. Today we did what we had to do. They counted on America to be passive. They were oh so fucking because bombs are falling from the sky. Will hit the target. Time to simplify. Whoa, time to simper fucking fight. Oh yeah. Come on. Drop the bomb. Oh yeah. Oh come on. Drop the bomb. Oh yeah. Oh come on. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Drop the bomb, bomb, bomb. Drop the bomb, bomb, bomb. Drop the bomb, bomb, bomb. Oh come on. Oh yeah.
The footage submitted to authorities as part of the investigation. Kaylee's family lawyer told BBC News they've seen it, and they also don't believe the Adam referenced is a suspect.
The attorney representing the Gonzalez family says they believe Adam is a bartender and that he is not a suspect at this time. The Moscow Police Department not commenting specifically on the video.
About a man named Adam, which Haley's father suggests was their bartender that night, who at this hour he says is cleared by police.
We've had that film for a while. I believe the business reached out to us directly, and after they had given it to the police. So it was kind of comfort to us because it's just two girls having a good time talking about, asking about their bartender and just being girls on their way to the grub truck.
All right, another masterpiece by Kane B. If I do say so myself. All right, let's see where we're kicking around now. And like I said, you never know what's going to happen around here. So I appreciate everybody jumping in. If you're new to the Purge, please hit that subscribe button. It's right down over there somewhere. And there's a like button right next to it. Share it with your friends. Tell your family. And make sure you get one before they're all gone. Let's see. Now, oh, I don't have the window open because I restarted my computer. And so it's all my fault. I take all the responsibility. You guys are frustrated out there. Let's get our special guests here going now. When you're ready, I gotta. For some reason, it now won't let me log in to my regular KMB. Before, the not KMB account was untouchable, and now when I'm live trying to do chat, and now it's so another issue with YouTube. I'm sure that the engineers are hard at work on it at the moment. Weird ads in my feed here. Okay. Let's see. All right. So this is just in case any of you ladies are unawares. There's that, and I'm going to start reading the views. We'll probably finish that. Hopefully, JJ was sick yesterday, and hopefully he's feeling better. Maybe he can join me at some point here. And wink, wink. If not, that's fine. He hopefully recovers It's been a crazy few days for everybody, wouldn't you say? And I think we could just probably easily leave it at that. There is more shit flying in the air than manure on a sunny, windy day. I have no idea. Okay, so let's see. We have Miss Potts. We have Chris and Marie. They've all hit roll call. Let's see if they pop in the back. And I will back it up. A couple of really good stories for you guys tonight. If you've been keeping up with the news. Can you hear the bulldozer outside at all? I wonder. Yeah. So that's happening. I thought they just leveled my place a minute ago, but that didn't happen. Let me turn this down so it doesn't get all crazy and Chris have a heart attack on me. And here it comes. I'm buying time, man. Hey, it's not easy. Let me tell you. What was? It's just bad Kane, bad. Here it comes, babies.
Hey, Moscow, we're still watching because there's still a lot of unanswered questions.
Well, there.
What is going on in Idaho? I do not know, but it is definitely shady and definitely full of BS and lies. Got my eye on you because I'm still here for it, guys. Fancy Grace is going to be coming back soon, and we're going to be making some more calling out Banfield and her little hobbit friend. Hey, Ashley Banfield.
Hello?
Are all you
Jenn?
mother effers ready to just
There's one
get
lady.
to
Hello,
doing
welcome, my
bad
dear.
things in prison like Ashley? Yeah,
Just
I know you're all about it.
cover your camera
I'm
with
still here
tape.
for all
What's up, AR?
I'm still here to be asking the questions with you and still here to be calling out people like Nancy
still bald.
Grace and
I really hate to say this on the air, but I wouldn't be surprised to discover that he was sexually attracted to his mother.
What did she say? I better plug in my laptop. Hold on.
so just wanted to remind you.
You can just
don't
put like a
forget me.
t-shirt over your camera, or
If
just
you haven't subscribed to my
unplug your
channel,
camera if you like. There you go.
please subscribe.
Here she is. Hi,
Hit the
Krista.
notification because I intend on doing some lives that
Where's
are
Emma
going to
Spots?
be a lighter side of true crime, where we're going to play a few games and laugh and look at some funny stuff that I have collected for the week, because sometimes you just need to laugh in true crime. Otherwise, you're going to cry. So if you're still looking to have a good time, please hit subscribe. Hit the notification button if you want to know when I do go live with this.
Ooh. Let's see. Yeah. Let's get in here. A little bit of British news for you guys today. You'll be surprised. Still no answer how. So when Mimi Muse, by the way, Mimi Muse, everybody's attention. It's that. Where is the? Did I disappear? I disappeared. Wow. Okay, thanks for coming to this show. It's in here somewhere, man. Yeah. I deleted it without deleting it. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, maybe it was the truck. It took me out. I'm not sure. Let's find out. These things just write themselves, folks. Okay, here we go. Now we'll just. Miss Potts thought she was having trouble today. It's always going to be some technical difficulties when you're going live. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, with 3 women coming on the show here. lost live. It just locked up. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. What's up, Willie? Okay, hold on. Just hold your breath. Uh-oh. Not responding. Oh, no. I didn't... There it is, and still no camera though. That's always nice. Right. It is something has attacked my camera, folks. I am under. There we go. Now you can see me. I guess really for this live, nobody wanted to see me anyway, so that would have worked out just fine. All right, let's finish up. Yeah, he passed away. We don't know why. We don't know how. Perhaps there was an ongoing battle. But when you talk about declassifying the way people pass away, they have it down to a... Did he say silence? Yes, he did. What is UINL? INL, what is Purge? So a 25-year-old Ohio man. See, wait. Let me check on my girls in the back. How we doing there, ladies? Everybody? We had 1, 2 in there. Jen, are you there? You want to join me till everybody else gets up in here? Let me read the chat.
I am here.
You are? Hi.
Hi.
No, I can't.
You couldn't just use StreamYard for one day.
I could have, yeah, and sure, it would have been all jittery and crashed, and we would have had no show.
Oh, but at least we can get people on.
Well, I told her to get a different browser 3 days ago. So, I mean,
or you could just do StreamYard.
A browser's free download. It takes like
you always got to be different.
2 seconds. It's never my fault, remember. Wait.
I don't know what this janky-ass software you have you know,
janky my ass. I can
That's
go for more than an hour.
Is like hacked. It's probably because of you, now that I think about it.
Go for more
it's all your fault.
Than an hour.
It's always your fault.
Fair enough. I'll accept it. How do I look?
Give me 1 second. I'm going to go get some water, and I'll be right back.
Walter Ortiz. All right, ladies. Keep trying out there. You can do it.
It says 2 people are back. I don't know.
Oh, there's 2 people back there now?
Hold on. Be right back.
There was 2 people a minute ago. Let me refresh the page, perhaps. Let's continue on with Muse. It's not letting me refresh the page. There we go. No, I'm not going to stay. It's not good, because we had Jen. Okay, anyway. So, furthermoreing on. Video sharpshooter. Anyway. Will knows what I'm talking about. Where'd it go? Yeah. So, Uber driver. This story... Is this the Uber driver one? Oh, no. This is a different... That one's a video. Okay. They hide... I don't know why they hide. Maybe if I change my screen resolution from 150 to 100. No, still... At least...
All right, I'm back.
Okay. How you doing? What's going on?
I'm doing great. How are you?
It hits DEFCON levels like your phone is at war with Miss Potts.
Is my air conditioner loud? Should I turn it off?
I don't hear it. I got mine blasting around my ear. I think I have the noise reduction out for you anyway. So you're Gucci, my girlie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Better now that I'm talking to you.
Oh. Well, I was going to have a talk with you. There, JJ's alive, everybody. Yay!
JJ!
He survived. He had a case of transgender flu that was flying around.
What does that be?
I told him to lay off the sidebars. I have a bulldozer in front of my house right now. Currently, they're tearing up the street.
Wide load.
Huh?
It must be a wide load, I said.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
So you're gonna have a talk with me about what?
The hair color. I think we should from here on out consider maybe doing blonde or anything like that.
I literally haven't been a blonde since like high school.
So you were a blonde. Okay, so I wasn't that far off.
Yeah, but you've seen like one
thumbnail.
picture of me or maybe more, I don't know. But why would you put me like I'm the only one that with blonde hair and I literally have brown hair?
Jen is on her laptop. Miss Potts is asking personal details about you, Jen. And you're welcome to use either one. I don't want any wars. I'm not sure what happened with Krista. She was here. We'll get them all together. You know, that's why I say this is one night only, because the odds of actually getting all three of these ladies into the same room and then having them talk, it's literally like catching hens in a hen house. You know, they're and quack, 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 quack.
Oh, really?
What's the sound that hens make, Jen? Is it quack? Do they quack?
Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? I will cut you.
I'm kidding. Let's get Miss Potts's. Let's go over there and get Miss Potts's new loquito, so to speak. Did you like how the opening of my reel was all female, also as well?
I was a few minutes late because
I put into that.
My
you never see my reels. You didn't watch my reel, really?
I mean, I could have just lied and said I did, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
You don't want to start with the untruth today?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I like Miss
This freaking just online. It's bullying of Brian Koberger with his photos and like making fun of him. It's like disgusting. It really is. I'm so irritated with it.
You talking about pictures like this right here?
Remember we were talking like this.
He's a model for Calvin Klein. Tony Stevenson
I can't.
got his autograph, I think.
I mean, listen, even if he was guilty, it's just childish. Like, it's just not necessary. I haven't seen this happen with any other unaliver. You got Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow from the same state, same courthouse, Ada County, but I didn't see anyone making fun of them, and they literally offed some children. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't get it. I don't get this, why it's relevant, why we're being told to let it go and just move on.
Well, it's not. The annoying part is not that that they're doing it. It's that they're only doing misinformation and making something that it isn't, and at the same time completely ignoring the glaring inaccuracies and inconsistencies.
Right.
So that's it. That's the show, folks. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you being here tonight.
It's just ridiculous how it's okay. It's okay to keep dwelling on these selfies and bullshit, which I don't even believe 90% of them, honestly. But it's not okay to question actual court documents and reports. I mean, no, can't do that. God forbid. Got to move on.
Well, we're definitely doing that for him. But you even see Stacy Chafin and that See You Next Tuesday lady just calling us all crazy like they do.
Don't even get me started with Othram, because first you have Kaylee's sister, her youngest sister, who got a full ride or almost full ride scholarship to Baylor University, which is where the Middlemans both graduated from. So she got it just seems like everybody's benefiting from this Othram thing. You get what I'm saying? You got Kaylee's sister got a free ride to the same university that the Othram founders graduated from. And now you have Ethan's mom. What's next?
Don't say that. You're gonna curse it.
You know it's coming. You know it's there's always this is like the gift that keeps on giving. And it's so funny
what
because
a lot of people don't realize about Othram Labs is that they are basically becoming a government contractor now. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were absorbed by some lying-ass three-letter agency. And
well, I guess you didn't see that video I did about that. Way in the beginning, they were bought out, as was Family Tree DNA, GEDmatch, by some foreign like company, like DNA company. I don't know what you call them, called Quigen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Quigen, for like 7 million cash or 7 billion cash. I don't know, a lot of cash.
Right, and you take it overseas, and all confidentiality is out the window. Right there.
It's scary, to be honest. It's scary.
You know, because they don't have any rules like that. Krista, if you're having trouble, I don't know, you guys want to try a different browser like Firefox, Mozilla, or if you have, you can use Firefox, I think, again, on the Mac, or you can do Chrome.
Did you see JJ's comment? He said, don't forget that Lucifer Morningstar, the notary for the 1122 King real estate transaction, is from 5 miles away from Othram's office in Texas. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Their main offices, really?
Yeah. Lucifer Morningstar.
Wow.
You know that house, 733 Taylor Avenue, that house that's across from Sigma Chi on the corner. That one was sold to the same company, Eagle Investments. It's dated, the documents are dated on November 13th, on that same day. And that's the house that has a sign outside that says The Lodge. I think that's where the Sigma Chi Lodge party was. I think everybody thinks it was actually at Sigma Chi, but I think it was there. And I find it very suspicious that that house was sold that same day, also to the same company that purchased all the surrounding houses from 1122, and then also is the registered agent. We have the connection with the registered agent on the gift deed for 1122.
Yeah, I was playing that video of ours that when we talked about all of the real estate transactions and the college history of the fresh soft wars and so on and so forth. I think it's the best purge we ever did. Probably. It was the first best purge, you know what I mean?
the OG one.
The OG best purge.
Original recipe.
You can just come on voice only if you want, Krista. We already have your pretty face up here. Jen is too. So it's come as you are. Come as you are. Don't worry. Just jump on in. JJ, if you did receive the dress I sent you, you can come up also as well. Just make sure you have your lipstick right. JJ is kind of like you got to drink them pretty. You know what I mean? You got to. I tease. I hope he's feeling better. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see. Everybody's in here. All right, cool. Where's? Hold on. I literally have to send Lucy. She likes to make an entrance. You know what I mean?
Lucy.
And she needs an invitation on a damn silver platter. She wants a bone wrapped in duck for some reason for the dog. Because the dog wants to go outside for a walk. She's probably walking the dog.
I need an invitation on a silver platter too.
Yeah, you do. Well, you do. As long as I give it to you. Wait. As long as
I don't get a text message, I don't know about anything. I don't get any notifications. I said unless I get a text message, I have no clue about what goes on. All my notifications are
Hold on,
off.
I need to send a reality check. Hold on. What's going on?
So sassy today.
Did Miss Potts kick the door down and she rage quit? There she is. I mean, I could make a new. You know what, Jen? Why don't you go out and come back in? Because I'm going to make a new link for the ladies.
Oh, okay.
Because this one might be tainted. It had guys in it once, so I don't want to.
Yeah, the DP's tainted. I got it.
It's bad. It's bad. Okay, here we go. We'll try that again, folks. We'll get her up and rocking and rolling. Here, what should we call this room? Any ideas? Any suggestions out there? God, I'll put the link in the chat for you guys. So we'll call this room Krista or Kirsty. And room name here. Oh, Krista. Guest joins with no camera. Let's try that. And then there's one more I need just in case JJ tries to come up in here. Shh. So he can post pictures. I mean, not to block him like you were thinking. Boom, 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 boom. Virtual back. See link for the new room, everybody. This is how we do it here at the Purge, just by the seat of as the crows fly. Let's see here. There. You know, I told you that this is a one-time only event. Getting 3 beautiful ladies that are as smart as these 3 is never an easy task in the same room. Jesse's stream, yeah. Okay. All right, Jen. Let's go ahead. Jump back in. Hi, Carla. Hi, WB. Mr. Dan the Superman. What I saw, and was it Billy? Willie. And A.R. Hayes was here, and he's like, I would rather have my eyes drilled out than put up with 5 more minutes of Kane. Rowie, Tony Stevenson. Where's Donald Ferguson? Does he also need a silver invitation on a platter of boogers and stuff? Cynthia, sweetheart, hi. How are you? Good to see you. And this is somebody I know. I know that Brian Rambles is in here.
Hello?
Whoa, Jiminy, you're first again. I should start offering
Doing first or last?
prizes for anyone that actually makes it in today. Would be amazing. So this room's called Krista, and it has a nice mystique to it. Do you like the ambiance?
Love it.
You're not
Loving
impressed?
the aesthetic. Did you see? I said you should have called it the hen house because you were talking shit about that before.
I could always change it, but it might confuse somebody out there.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll just leave it as is. We were talking about the Holiday Inn Express hotels. Oh, there's somebody. Hi. Go ahead and say something. Can you hear me? I can
hear you.
I'm not sure if it's Miss Potts or Krista Marie. Is your microphone muted, maybe? Possibly your microphone not plugged in or muted, or I can't even change your audio settings. That's weird. Yeah, that's something interesting.
There was like 2 options. One just said add microphone to OBS, and then the other
They
said
jumped out.
join with microphone.
That's Miss
I clicked-
Potts gets so mad. She just jumps out.
I remember when I used to get so pissed because we were trying to do the fucking phone thing, and Carol Ann would come to town.
Dude, remember in the beginning? That's why we called it Can Be's the Echo.
I had PTSD from that.
But yet you stuck around because I'm such a wonderful dude.
I'm just a loyal bitch.
We had a lot of good times. We had a lot of good talks too. And now I must
Yeah,
let
we
you
had a
all
good talk
go.
the other day.
I'm not gonna break up everything today. How we doing out there, kiddos? I'll keep going with the muse, and if you want to read along with me, you can.
Well, remember I was talking last time about the supplemental report that said something about Dylan's phone being hacked or something? Remember, and I couldn't find it? Well, I found it. If you want to
Really?
Yes.
Miss Potts, does she know what do you know what I mean when I say on your computer you can just use a different browser? Like there's Chrome, there's Firefox, there's Windows Edge. What's
I'm on
another
the
one?
Edge, I think.
You can use DuckDuckGo. If you just try that, we'd love to have you today. I know you have to be at work soon now.
What happens when she clicks on the link? What happens?
Thank you very much. Congratulations to all the people getting. Hopefully they're in the chat. I think Mikey got one. And now Chris is still, even with the new room. Huh? I'm not joining from my computer. Why? How do you change it? Change what?
What comes out? I don't even know.
Maybe we should just I don't know. We'll have them on tomorrow. There'll be part 2. We'll do a part 2 and we'll just do you and me today and see if JJ jumps in. Let me check back in the back room again. Can you share that with me so we can play it for the folks at home?
Well, can you pull up the ISP reports? Do you have that?
Oh my god, these fucking bulldozers
You really
are
don't have
literally
that
in my
saved.
house.
OMG. Can someone pull, like...
You're not going to get hacked. It's a secure room.
Well, how do I
It's
do
totally
it? I
secure.
don't know. You don't have the report saved in your computer?
What?
Like,
Do you have
don't
a
have the
link to it or anything? Or you can share?
How do I share, Kane?
Send it to my email.
You had them pulled up the other day.
You just came on here to yell at me today.
Because...
Oh, you mean these?
I'm not looking. The ISP reports, like that big document.
You want to talk about INL?
About what? What's that?
So, consider the utility services that people use every day. Light switches, faucets, gas burners. The simple
Do that.
act...
I'm going to send it to you, okay? I'm going to email it to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to read. The simple act of delivering electricity, water, or gas to a home or business requires a cascade of invisible, digital, and physical processes, all functioning in tandem. Today, utilities must contend with a range of challenges: surges in demand, adverse weather conditions, and increasingly cyber attacks. So guess what, Jen? This is part of they do nuclear, they do gas, and they do electric. I think they have hydrothermal in there, and anyway, they are partnering with none other than, you guessed it, University of Idaho is going to be in charge of the cybersecurity for our infrastructure. This was probably what you would consider a very, very competitive project, that a lot of money is involved. a lot of power and a lot of qualifications. So you can't have blemishes on your record. You have to be able to write books about what a great job you handled a national tragedy with. Most people may not have heard this. 2 separate boat accidents killed almost over 200 people now. Because at this, you back?
No, hold on. I'm trying to figure
I think
out.
I'm here.
Hold on.
Okay, we got
Oh, someone's
Krista.
here.
Hello.
Hey, can you see here? You can hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Welcome
so
in.
I can't see the screen. So how do I do that?
What did you do?
Like I can't see the screen to see what your like what's on the screen, right? You know what I mean?
Right. You just have to watch along on YouTube, and there's like a little 5-second delay, 10-second delay.
Okay. So which one do I mute?
Make sure you mute it.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Right
I'm just gonna let you guys talk once Miss Potts finally decides to use your laptop.
I literally forgot to do the permissions. That's what I couldn't find, the permissions to let the microphone go through. That's why. So this whole time I just I
she
couldn't
wants
join that
to
way
use
yet.
her phone. I mean, I could hack her phone a lot easier than her computer anyway.
Yeah.
Hold on. It says it's too big to send to you.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, that's what she said.
So I'm good. You can hear me.
I thought your beaver could handle any size or girth. Where is? Let me see. Noise gate off. Okay, yeah, I got you all set up there, Krista. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Okay.
How you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Yeah, are you nervous?
No, I'm like mad that I couldn't figure it out, but I didn't realize how easy it was. It was just one little thing.
I know. I did that with my car the other day. I was like, oh, it's this and it's that and whatever. But anyway, Miss Potts, I assure you it's perfectly secure. Nobody's had a problem. Just, I don't know.
Motherfucker.
Now, what do you have up? Like an MSN screen or something, right? Is that what we're supposed to be looking at?
I'm not trying to hack you. Miss Potts still doesn't trust me with her email.
Oh.
I guess that my hacker reputation is out there already. Yeah. Yeah. So, what where are you stuck at right now in the Matrix, there, Krista?
What do you mean? As far as what? I'm on the New Earth.
You're on the New Earth?
Oh yeah, I'm on the New Earth. I've been in 5D on the New Earth for a while. Yes.
So is that like a parallel dimension or?
It's a dimension of consciousness. It's a raising your consciousness. So it's like, I believe that the Earth did separate, but I think that once your consciousness is raised, you can join it. And I think we can all exist on the same plane right now. So we're walking around with like NPCs. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember? Did you happen to see the footage from the crowd during the Charlie Kirk thing, where somebody saw a UFO?
No way.
And we were talking about it because I didn't know, but there was a movie back in the day that was about time tourists, and so you could time travel, but people would go and it would look like UFO, but they're just watching like the Kennedy assassination happen, or Abraham Lincoln, or Jesus on the cross, and so.
Kane,
yes,
I sent it, but I could only like share the link, so don't dox me or I'll cut you.
Oh, you want me to show your email to everybody?
And then I'll just tell you what page to go to. But can you just save the freaking thing this time? You even get the benefit of having all my notes. Lucky you.
They are like knocking shit over in my house today with this bulldozer outside. I mean, I love the guys, but I literally want to go out there and pound them over the head, clobber them.
Bury a body out there.
Look, I'm waiting for my ship. My ship's up there. It's been up there for a while, waiting for me to.
So isn't that wild? You have a UFO at the Charlie Kirk, whatever. Put on your tinfoil hats, right? But
please do.
there's so many anomalies right from the start where it's weird that the family turned him in, their LDS church. You know, I mean, so many things that we talk about here, Jen, every day. Did you know that about the shooter there?
Did you see?
No, I did not.
Did you see any of the videos where the guys that are can tell like what kind of gun and what kind of angle it was and like how it hit him, and they have like they were showing if he had body armor on, they think that they thought they had body armor on, and it actually bounced off and went up. I don't know, like with a couple of videos, but they can't figure it out because then they see some videos where he's not wearing body armor, and so they don't know how the shot could have done what it did. So that's what they're saying is they don't go. Yeah, like these videos, these guys are amazing. And one's guys, they're both I guess they do it for a living, but they sell guns, talk about guns and they did like and it's like showing how they can't tell because they thought maybe he got there and he didn't have it on at first, and then he went into the bathroom, put it on, because his best friend texted one of these guys and said, look, he always wears it, he wears this type. But there's a lot of videos where you can't see it, but they go frame by frame and they show the shot, you know, and how it looks like it goes up because they say that that's too big of a hole for it not to be shredded a little bit. If they're saying what hit him, there's another guy who's in the audience is in a perfect view. He says he swears, he's a retired cop. He swears that it was a pistol. He said, there's no way. He said, I know it's, he's like, I swear it was a pistol. And he actually messaged the guys, and the guys are like, they don't want to say it, but it just doesn't seem like it's the guy that they say it is. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff with it. They're trying to make sense of it. You know, they're waiting for the autopsy, but.
Well, I just found it interesting that the name of Charlie Kirk's like I wasn't the biggest fan of him or anything because you know those arguments to me are already solved. I don't need any explaining. Right. But you know, he seemed like a really fair and decent guy, and you know they want to call everybody the H word and they're a national socialist and everything. But, you know, I forgot what I was going to say. You go on now.
Well, they want to divide us. They want to divide us. And he was not about that.
Yeah, it's Turning Point is the name of his old show. I guess Shapiro has replaced him on it now. But well, I feel like it is a turning point for the country itself.
Yes. I feel like, too, also, after what happened last year on Butler, I don't think either side really wants violence. We don't anyway. I don't think that people that are actually on each side want violence. And I think that it's a time for us to just be like, this is too much. And we can come together and like just not be, you know, would preach and why don't we just practice what he preached? Like he gave everybody a chance to debate him. And that's what you said. He's just fair. He was reasonable. And you don't have to like what he believes in or whatever, but like at least he gave everybody a platform, and so many people came together, and just to see him and just to talk to him, and he gave, you know, it's a shame that he didn't have a chance to finish what he was doing that day, but I mean, what a sad freaking thing to have his family have to watch that. Like I just feel how awful it makes.
Well, yeah, the saddest part was the story his wife told. Of when the 3-year-old asked, "Where's Daddy?"
Oh,
and she said he's working for Jesus right now.
Oh my God, you make me cry at this because like how unfair. Like,
well, you know, there is a lot of disconnection in this new generation here, and I sound, you know, like a get off my lawn kind of guy. Grandpa sings and everything right now. But the disconnect has started with they took electronic babysitting to the next level. It jumped a generation, and I like Donald Ferguson and Tony and I have been saying that we went right to idiocracy. Like we just jumped because you have all these kids that if they're lucky, if they have one parent that gives a crap about them. And you know, and then the people that are educated and smart aren't making enough to have kids.
It's
and so there's just a big divide there, and here now we're reaping the results, because you think somebody born in 2000 is now 25 years old and getting jobs that I could never get, that I'm probably 10 times more qualified, but for some reason, I don't know if they're just not paying them. I don't know what's happening, because 70% of the people in Silicon Valley are undocumented aliens, not getting paid the right amount, these types of things. So a lot of things like that baffle me.
Yeah. Like my kid, at least my stepson, he's 25. He just now, like, we have had him in and out of this house trying to get a job. He's always had money. Don't ask me where it came from. But he finally, he's finally now 25. He's back home and he got a job, and it's a good job. And he's making more than as much as my husband now. But, it took him a long time.
Well, that's the thing, is you have a generation of people that already raised up a kid or kids. And now they're having to, as grandparents, they're having to raise up their kids' because of whatever troubles have happened.
That's the thing. His grandparents, my husband's parents raised him because his mom and dad were 14 and 16 when they had him. So he was always raised by his grandparents, raised in this house with my husband. His parents both passed away young, in their 30s. So he has just us now. But I mean, like, he was, a lot of the times he was depending on money from content creating that he's into music. But like now he's actually at this point more mature than me and my husband, it feels like. He's like moved back in, but like also their generation too. I realize this because he has a lot of friends. They're so awake and aware, and they question everything, which is great. And like they'll have a conversation. I can have a conversation with his friends about New Earth, and like you couldn't do that 10 years ago. I would look at you like you were crazy if you said I wouldn't know what you were talking about, But I feel like that we're in a I hope this is a turning point, like where we just all. I don't know who's celebrating. I can't watch that. I don't like that. I don't know what it is, but I don't think that it's. I think they're propaganding. I think they're just showing a lot of that.
Well, I wasn't aware that he was that important or influential of a figure for this big a wave of hate. And I've never heard him say anything racist.
No.
It does seem. Jen, are you still with us? Welfare check, Jen. Jen down. We got a Jen down.
I'm here. I had you muted. Sorry.
You had anything to add? Or are you just listening?
I wasn't even paying attention. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. To be honest, I was reading something.
What were you reading?
The document I just sent you.
Oh, okay. And you and Leslie and Billy are waiting for me. Sorry. Let me get my shit together.
Check Idaho. Let's talk about Idaho 4 stuff because I'm so mad that we got cut off, Jen. I'm so mad because I never get to bitch about, not bitch, but never get to like talk about Dylan and how fucked up this shit is with her, and how if it were anybody else, we would be freaking suspects. We would have never been treated with kid gloves like her and Bethany seem to be.
100%.
It's just horrible, and it's like now everybody versus to feel bad for her, and now you have people like Ash. Oh my God, Trashly. Saying we're keyboard warrior. What is? I can't even say it. Keyboard warriors, bitch. I'm not trying to fucking be a warrior. I'm trying to get a hold of her. I don't know how to get a hold of Dylan. I'll tell her to her mother. Like, I'm not a warrior. I don't know what you're talking about. I've asked nicely. The questions I have, like, don't you understand? It's still a problem for me that 8 hours they said they were asleep and they weren't, and they're on their phones. Why are we not forgetting this? Why are we just like glossing over it and saying we're the fucked up ones? We're the crazy ones.
There's nothing wrong with asking questions. It can be done in a way that's not attacking a person. And I just find it really ironic that she has no problem personally attacking Brian, even before he was actually convicted. But asking just an innocent question just to get clarity is not allowed. Like, give me a freaking break.
I've tried it nicely. Like, I've tried it nicely under Ashley's. I've tried it not nice. I tried it like I've asked. I get my head bit off no matter where I'm at. I'm like, I said, do you see how rude this is? Like, I'm just questioning something. Like, you're a journalist. You just why can't I ask questions? Like, why are you letting your people come after me? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, this is crazy. And then same thing with Antoinette Levy. Like, I'm not a keyboard warrior. I'm right here. Like, I'm asking the questions. I want Dylan to answer them. Sorry.
No one's trying to war with anybody. Like,
Right. I'm not trying to yell at anybody. But like, don't yell at me and tell me I'm crazy. And I'm like, we're making a bigger problem for her. Oh, I'm sorry. You let my sister scream for help and you did nothing for 8 fucking
if
hours.
there's information out there that would make it make sense, then there's nothing more that I want than to know that information.
Right.
There's
Right.
nothing more I want because
Why
I
are we
just listen, honestly, I'm freaking sick of this. Like this, I wish I never started, but I'm too invested now because the more information that comes out, the more questions there are. And once if Kane pulls up the document I sent him, there's something very odd. There's a report that it doesn't, the name's redacted obviously, but there's little things on that report that are different than the others. If he pulls it up, I'll explain. But
See, that's the insanity. It's like, listen, if you want it to make sense, like, we're just trying to make it make sense. Like, please connect the dots. Show me what the fuck we're missing. Sorry, am I allowed to curse? Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse.
Kane, did you get it?
I have it right here. It's kind of hard to see is what I'm having a problem with. Let me see if I can't download it or
Can you just save the file?
Hunter is one
trying.
shady mother effer, man.
Well, you're going to read it anyway, so I'll put it up for the viewers at home there. And welcome into the Purge, everybody. If you're new to the Purge, please hit that subscribe button and smack that like. And tell Meg P to get her butt in here. Where is she right now? Let's see here.
Pull up supplement 88 when you get a chance.
I can't wait to get there. I hope there's a body. I want to see more interviews, live interviews. I want to see what they really said because I mean, Bethany alone, like, I don't understand. If I were another detective, I would be like, dude, are you okay? Do you hear what she's saying? Like, do you need a break? Like, do you understand what's happening? Like, what are you doing here? Do you hear what she just said? Like, fucking what?
It's really weird also. Maybe not weird, that's not really the right word, but it doesn't make sense that they had so many. I get it was a big case, there was a lot of work, but to have so many different detectives doing these interviews and then doing these reports way after the fact, how is there coherent communication where they could, one detective could maybe cross-reference the other's report, the other one, the other interview, like.
Why don't they do that?
Not only it's done late, but like, how do you? Usually, I would assume it makes more sense to have a few detectives doing these interviews. So you build a rapport. You remember things from the previous chats, but like,
why are they working together though? Like, this is what she said to me. This is what she said. This doesn't make sense. Let's put all of our. Why wouldn't all 3 people that interview these girls go and look at them all 3 together and go, okay, well, this is what she told me. This is what she told you. Now let's go. I ask her again because this doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't that make the most sense? Am I sounding crazy? Because like I thought that's how they did that.
Moscow math.
How do you not confer with the other 2 investigations just to make sure she's not lying to one of you like assholes? Like, geez.
At the very least, the 2 unharmed roommates lied. At the very least.
Of course. There's a cleanup, okay?
Why is it okay? Like any other investigation, whether in real life or on TV, the minute the story changes or there's an inconsistency, immediately the cops are going to look at that person more closely.
Yep.
But in this case, it was like, oh, okay.
It's like they're all protected. The ones that were actually fucking there when left. I don't believe you left your phone there, Hunter. I think you're an effing liar.
I don't buy it either. I don't buy it.
Listen, and every freaking video, he is in it. He is in every freaking video from when they started going there for the noise complaints. He is in every one. He's winking, and if you look back, he's winking at them and shit. It's freaking me out.
He seemed to have a vested interest in
how are you? And then you're not Ethan's best friend. Then why would you leave your fucking phone at his house? Then why would you be in every video? Why are you answering their goddamn door then every time there's a noise complaint? Why are you always there, sir? Like,
I want to know how he got there so Okay, so he says he got there first, right, that morning.
Right.
Okay. When did they call? When did
an hour later?
So no, when did the phone call to Emily actually happen? Was it like 11:51 or something?
No, I thought it was like 10:50 something. It was like 10 o'clock. I thought he was there.
I don't know. I think there was one. I think they said one thing on one of these TV documentaries, quote unquote.
They were,
but I think officially it was 11:51. Anyway, regardless, it was like there was only like a few minutes between the time of that phone call to Emily, and then the phone call, the 911 call, which, I mean, minor detail that they couldn't even get right was the time. We were told for like years that it was 11:58, and then it was it was 11:56. I mean, technically 11:55.
I mean, like,
but that only gives them like 3 or 4 minutes to listen to what the Dylan Bethany said. No, we're scared. Whatever.
We're scared.
Hunter got there first. How? No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
And I'm telling you right now, how the fuck is when the cop pulls up, does Hunter let him walk in the house and say, "I'm sorry, I won't curse anymore"?
No.
And like,
I'm laughing because I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, and not tell the cop that it's not an unconscious person. You let him walk into four slain people with a freaking knife in your hand, sir. A bloody knife at that. And you're letting the cop just walk up the door with his like thing in his hand, whatever it was, the unconscious person thing. It's a defibrillator, right? He would put that down. You got a knife. You don't know if the crazy person's still in the house. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, here's the thing.
I'm like, I can't believe him.
The 911 call, right? We hear Hunter say, "Get out," right? So, but we're told that he told everyone to get out, and then get out, call 911, right? So we shouldn't have heard him. I know I've said this a million times. We shouldn't have heard him say "get out" because the 911 calls shouldn't have started until after he told them to get out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like how did we hear that?
Right, exactly. So that's my first issue. Second issue is when the first responder gets there, everyone's just standing outside, but yet on the 911 call, they're still on the phone when the first officer gets there, right?
Yeah.
Third, why, if they thought it was just someone unconscious, right? Why did the first one, like he walks in, he was like, announce yourself, Moscow police, this and that. I mean,
Hunter knew. Hunter knew.
He knew, but yet on the 911 call, he's like, when he gets handed the phone, he's like, I don't know. Someone just handed me the phone. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not breathing. Yeah, I checked him. He's not breathing. Motherfucker, they were unrecognizable. You assholes. Stop
there's no way.
Stop it.
And something, I would love to know what triggered Dylan Bethany to all of a sudden be scared that morning, scared enough to finally make a call. Like what made them more scared 8 hours later? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
something triggered that call, and I find it really suspicious.
They had to clean up. Remember the cleanup? It probably took. You know how much blood they had to clean up? We saw, like, and it's like, and they can't even get it done right. Like they obviously they're gonna find it, you idiots. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna realize he wasn't there in 7 minutes. If it was Brian, then what are you helping him for? Why aren't you telling 911? Oh my God, he's cleaning it up. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Why are you letting a man clean up if that's the case? Like, what the
Did you notice how carefully the officers were like scooting past the ping pong table? Like they didn't want to knock over any cups. Like, God forbid there's like a hustle. Like someone needs help. Hurry up.
Listen, she had to run past to see that, or she had to run to Bethany's room, right? So she had to look backwards as she's going past the fucking table and the hallway to look down and see Xana's unrecognizable, or I'm sorry, in her underwear, passed out. So you had to be running towards that little tiny space you had to get through to get to that steps. Look backwards to see Xana's not alive, or if she's passed out. To go to Bethany to go, oh, we're not scared. Nothing happens in Moscow. We go to sleep. Like, are you kidding me? How the fuck did you get past that? Knock over those fucking boats. There's nothing in them. You know how light they are. They were on the edge. And that's
what I was telling Kane. I said, all these cups are on the floor, all these cans are on the floor, but like I don't see any spills on the floor. You get what I'm saying? There's no like liquid that was spilled.
Exactly. There's nothing in there.
It's like every cup and every can was empty when they went on the ground. Give me a break. Like that scene is totally staged. And every can happens to be on the side of the stairs, like, you know what I'm saying, like on the side of each step, to leave a clear path in the middle, like conveniently.
And where's the burnt marks
Kane,
on the
did you
ground
find
from the
that?
fireworks, right? We had fireworks, right?
Yeah.
Where's the burnt marks on the ground, Bethany?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you know what I mean? Where's that? When you walk in, I'm sorry, all I saw was blood dripping down into your room, apparently, allegedly, in my opinion, is what I think that black stuff is. But like, it's like, I'm sorry, you heard what was going on. You could hear dancing with Murphy. You can hear ping pong table move. You can hear your friend scream for help, but you can't hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we doing? They were screaming. We heard those screams. I believe those screams on Linda Lane or whatever it was. I believe those. I like someone's here or something like that. Like, I believe that was true, and I think that's why they covered up that other freaking footage and try to make it like Annie's like it's or I'm sorry, Christy. It's like the same freaking footage an hour later, right? Three. It's just like what the. And so obviously they're trying to cover up that scream. Those screams on those, because if we heard it that loud on the other one, of course we're going to hear it this loud on the 1122 or whatever it was, 1112. Like it's so crazy everything they had to do to cover up a lot of shit, and now we're seeing things like an extra car sitting there with lights on. That's why we're like, what is happening? Sorry, Kane, I'm going on. I'm just like losing it because like I know I'm not crazy, but like, and I think to myself like, what are we missing? Please, just if you had to lie. And you know it's Brian. Can you just show us how you knew it was him? Can you just show him the dance? Just show us how he did it and when and where and how, and we'll be okay. I'll be fine, I promise. Just show me how Santa fuck can have this all line up. And you maybe they had to cut corners. Maybe they had to lie. Maybe they had to lie to get his DNA and then like crush his fucking civil rights. I don't goddamn know. But like just make it make sense. Show me how he did it. Show me who he's with, because that motherfucker didn't do it alone. He's not go gadget arms. Right? He's not just going, he's got one holding one down while the other's come on. What are the other four going to do? Not run for help when there's only one person there? Like one person stabs 50 times and the other people aren't going to run for help. I mean, are you kidding me? They're not going to come attack this person that's like killing your friend. You're just going to let her bleed out? Like, what the fuck are we doing? You let my sister bleed out. You let my kids bleed out. You let my friend scream for like, even if you weren't friends, even if, Hunter and him weren't that close, motherfucker, his goddamn phone was there for 2 days. He's there in every video. He answers the door like he owns the place. If he's not there for you, then who's he there for?
Well, you know, Emily lived there. Oh, I think Miss Potts was just in, or someone that said video ninja blows strong, but they just left. Did you see that, Kane?
I don't. I'm looking for her. I haven't seen her yet.
Someone just popped in and then left.
Oh, she. That's what she does. She pops in and pops out before I can get to her.
Did you
maybe
get
she'll
the
try
document
again.
open?
What?
Kane?
Let's say again.
Sorry, I'll let you guys do your document.
I want you to pull up this document. So
I've had the document up the whole time, my dear.
You have? Well, I don't have it open. Hold on.
I just see the page.
I just see
a beautiful page. I love it.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great, though. I've been waiting for this, and I know for a fact that you guys would be fire together. And I'm just sitting back here enjoying it. You guys keep going. I'm not. I know Jen wants to show the document, so I'm going to pull that up real quick.
Yes.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm excited.
Someone's here. Someone else is here. Video Ninja Blows.
Oh,
It says 4
it's
people
not
here.
JJ. JJ's not feeling well, everybody. There she is. Hi, Miss.
Oh,
There she's
no,
gone.
just kidding.
She was here, then she's gone. I should enable the option that do not let guests leave ever. I don't see that one.
I see this one.
I think she doesn't realize that she's in. Sometimes, Miss Potts, sometimes it takes like 20 seconds for you to transfer to the alternate universe that is Kane B's The Purge. So just once you're in, just be patient and give it a sec there, and we'll see you. And
I had to give permission. Like, I had to go over to
literally
that.
all static. I guess static. Okay, so Jen, go ahead with, if you like, your dissertation on this amendment.
Be quiet. Go to supplement 88.
Okay, I did about an hour ago.
Kiss my butt. Hold on, let me pull it up. You know, I had 2 different windows open. I don't see. Oh no, I see it.
Just if you come in, Miss Potts, just come in and stay there, and I'll see what we can work out on my end. Maybe it's me. So just come on in, and I'll
It
take
is.
it
It's
from there.
probably you.
It probably is. I
Can you
imagine.
make it bigger? I can't do this. Right?
Let's see.
I'll just pull it up on my phone. I can't see. I'm with glasses. I'm so blind.
Oh, you can't see it on the Purge?
I'm so blind. Hold on. I'm just gonna pull it up, and I don't need to look at on the screen.
There she is.
So
Okay. There's Miss Potts. Say something, Miss Potts.
Okay, so go to the top of this document. There's
to
things that I noticed with this document that seem different than the others.
Wait.
Noise gate, audio gain control. Let me try to turn that off. Echo cancellation and noise suppression. Voice isolation off. Let's try a solo link for her. Let me give you a different link, Miss Potts, because you're special.
Someone's there.
Try this link maybe again if you're still having trouble. Like I said, sometimes it takes 20, 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden, just so wait it out one more second here. And before I give you this new link. Did you hear her?
Yes.
I see her. I don't hear her. I saw somebody. There she is. She's talking. There she is.
I hear her.
See, I told you it'd work. Yay, Miss Potts made it. Welcome, Miss Potts, everyone, from @Miss Potts channel. Can you hear us, Miss Potts?
Hey, Miss Potts.
Give her a second. She'll.
There she is.
Potsy Watsy, where you at? Potheads are waiting. Let me see. Default microphone. What?
I know my.
Are you using a BT88 dongle or a camo? I'll bet she's using a camo. I guarantee.
No, I'm not. What are you
Or
doing?
a BT88 dongle. Oh, maybe she has the dongle selected. Miss Potts, if you'll go to your audio settings at the bottom. I hear. Yeah, you're using the dongle. I think. Go to the audio settings. Click on that. Oh, she dropped out. Let me try this other link for you, darling. I think you're using the wrong. You need to use that camo mic that you got there. So try that. See if you come in. Go, girls. Go ahead. Sorry. Where were we?
So you were going to read that document, but I couldn't see what it said.
Oh, okay. Let's go back to it.
So I just noticed a couple of anomalies with this particular report, and I just wonder if it means something, if anyone maybe knows. Okay, starting with the top right, okay, where it says Lake Joseph, the date, and then incident type. That this one in particular says red rum.
It says what?
All the others, murder.
Oh no, I thought it was like some kind of cryptic dance they were doing.
Red rum. You never saw The Shining?
No, I did. I thought they literally wrote red rum.
No.
So where are we reading that? The bedroom is.
So the top right, like where it says report date, reported incident type, and then Lake Joseph, right? All the others say agency assist, but this one in particular says murder, right? I'm gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the top section, administrative information, it seems to have more details, like where it says like offense, and it's got an offense code, and then it says description murder. You get what I'm saying? You see that portion?
Yeah.
So like that's different on this report compared to every other one that I haven't seen another one.
Yeah,
like
we'll
this.
take I would definitely take your word for it because you know more than me, but I believe.
It just has more and more detail. So this one seems to have like an actual offense code and like charge information on it, right?
Yeah.
Then
no, you said pull up number 88, right? This is about a backpack.
88.
Yeah, this is. It says requested or something requirement number 88, and it's talking about a backpack.
Wait, what?
There's the one I think we wanted, right?
It's page 266.
I wonder. I was like, sure.
Oh, page 268, you said?
It's 268, supplement number 88, which is there on the top right. They're numbered in the top right.
That's the one I'm on.
Okay, so go to the top section. There's like purple. They're color coded.
No. Oh wait. Oh, the top. I got you. I was a page. I didn't realize that there was multiple 88s. Okay. Okay.
No, there's 188, but there's 2 pages. I think the report is it'll say page 1 of 2, page 2 of 2.
Okay.
So, you're not at the? I don't know if there's a delay, but I don't see you at the top. Go number 8. Okay, is that 88? No.
I've got it now. Administrative information, homicide. Gotcha.
Murder.
Right.
Okay.
So all the other reports in this, there's a shitload of them. They all say agency assist. They don't have the charge under administrative information. I just found that interesting, right?
Let's slow down.
And
Wait.
then-
What don't you see? You talk.
Okay.
Krista
You
Marie's
see,
from Jersey.
I
She can
literally just
understand you. I
explained this
can't.
already.
I get it. I get. I'm listening.
You see the very top right?
Yeah.
Right?
I
It has
do.
a date, and then it says murder, and then it says Lake Joseph. If you look at any other report, and there's plenty, they all say agency assist. This one, for some reason in particular, has a charge listed on it of murder. Okay. Now, if you go to where it says victim 1, right? Individual, it's blanked out. 99% sure it's Dylan, right? Female. See where it says on the second line under the purple section, it says MAI number 103-1946. So that number, and then the other number to the right, which says PRN 255920. I don't know what those stand for, but those are the same codes that are on other reports, like when they interviewed her. So I assume it's some sort of identifying internal whatever.
Joe Lake is the name of the detective. Okay, I'm like,
Right. But under the purple section where it says victim.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay, now I'm catching. Okay, I get it.
You see
Homicide.
that? I've been keeping note of the PRN number and the other number MNI. I don't know what those stand for. If anybody knows, please let me know. But those are the same numbers on other reports. That it was clearly Dylan that they interviewed. So
yeah.
You know, that's like kind of how you can identify who they're talking to in other reports if you just pay attention to those numbers, because they're the same. Like if you look at the very first page of these ISP reports where they have the victims listed, their numbers stay the same on every other report as well.
Yeah.
So
they interviewed her on January 9th. Is that what they're saying, or is that when the date was?
Well, this is when this particular document is her room search, right?
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
Now, I just found it weird that out of all the documents, literally all of them, her room search, the one that is for her room search, is the only one that has the murder charge listed on there.
Well, you know why? Because they found blood on stuff that was in her room. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's weird, right?
Right. And I want to know where the hell that shit is. Where's it at? What happened?
Probably on the table they broke.
Yeah, something broke. Oh, I don't need it. Break it. Something like that, right?
Like, it's just it's such a bullshit excuse.
Yeah, and
so
like this is way past they waited 9 hours to call 911. Like, look at all this crazy crap that happened. We found out afterwards.
Well, it gets worse.
Okay,
if you go to the next page.
Oh man,
where I highlighted about the backpack. Don't pay attention to my highlights because these are just my personal notes.
Yeah.
But if you read number, hold on, where is it? This is when they're taking pictures of the eyebrows and all that shit on her wall.
Fucking what? It was one. Was it one picture had it or something?
I don't know.
One picture. I'm like, what? That's what? And it wasn't drawn. It was like a freaking magazine. I'm thinking
there's a few.
Okay.
But one other thing I saw that kind of piqued my interest was letter C versus a letter from blank sorority blank.
Confirmed.
And then I just got a thought in my head about something. Okay, we know the sororities were on probation at the time, right?
Right.
So, what if this letter was something related to that, related to whatever incident caused Pi-Fi to be on probation, right? Because it's pretty serious, because you lose your housing. You can't live on campus in the sorority house. You have to, when they're on probation. You can lose your funding. It's pretty serious.
Well, who was it? Who was on probation?
Well, Pi Beta Phi.
The whole thing was the whole
the whole sorority on disciplinary probation at the time.
Oh my god!
And so was Alpha Phi, Kaylee's sorority. Kaylee's sorority also, not only were they on disciplinary probation with the university, they were also on a restorative plan with the national chapter. So you didn't know that?
They were the only two left that were in it, right? Bethany and Dylan were the only two left that were still in it, correct?
And the only two that were in good standing, it seems
But they probably got on probation because of what happened with somebody.
Maybe that letter was bad news, saying, "Okay, guess what? You're kicked out," or something.
Yeah.
I'm just speculating here, But
I would think
you lose everything, including where you live, your housing. I could. Maybe it could be a motive. I don't know, but I just found it interesting that they thought, the police thought it was important enough
to importance, right?
To put on the report. So whatever this letter said, I would love to know.
Yeah, right.
And there's also a black backpack, which was under her bed, I think.
What? And
so there was a black backpack in the backyard, in the living room, and in the bed. I just wonder if it's all the same one or what.
That's weird. Honestly, I want to know the blood. I want to know why there's cleaned up blood in her room. Why does her stuff have blood on it in her room? Is that why she's going to Bethany's? That's why she said she went to Bethany's room, I think, because she knew that they were going to find blood in her room, and she's got to make an excuse for not being there. Bethany never said she came in there. They had to ask her. Remember the first time?
Yeah.
Nothing about the dog barking. Nothing about the people screaming for their life. Except for, Kaylee screamed and she ran up the steps or whatever the fuck she did.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. He still didn't call
Kane.
for help.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm here.
So I'm not done. So next go to supplement 144, which I think is page 414, I think.
Gotcha.
That's why she lied.
Hi, Donna. Hi, Lucy.
134 or 124? I'm sorry.
Supplement number 144, 144.
40.
I think it's page 414, I believe.
Okay, I'm just thinking.
You should be able to just type in page 414 at the top and next to the search thing. Or you can just
tell me
scroll,
what
I
to do.
Kind of like me and Willie. All we did was fight about this. Is he there?
You guys are fire together. This is great. I'm gonna have to pay you extra hula burgers. Okay, there's two pages of 144. I'm on the first.
We'll start at the first.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you create another link for Danny? I think this one didn't work.
For Annie? Sure. Create another link?
I don't know. It just said, hold on. I think the link didn't work. Maybe it's an older.
That's way back. She's cooking dinner now. She's making me a Caesar salad because she knows that's my favorite.
Oh my god, that's my favorite too.
We'll get her up next time. We'll do a part 2 of this, and it'll be a twice in a lifetime event. So far, though, this is probably the best Purge we've ever done. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
So, supplement 144. This is the phone getting hacked, right?
Right.
So if you look at where it says witness number 1, right? I'm sorry, the second witness number 1. They labeled them both witness number 1. The second one where it says white female, 19.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
Okay, so MNI number and the PRN number are the same as the previous reports. So that's why I think that this is Dylan, her phone that got hacked. I don't know for a fact it's blanked out, but I mean, like I said, those numbers are some kind of identifying internal thing. So read the documents, go to the second page where it says, on January 19th, 2023, ISP Detective Leslie Lehman was asked to locate the owner of cell phone number blank. The number was used to attempt access of the T-Mobile account owned by blank blank, date of birth blank 2003. So someone's cell phone was used to attempt to access the T-Mobile account of Dylan, is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay. Research showed the most likely owner of the phone number was blank, date of birth 1978. So this is the first witness, the 44-year-old or 40, whatever. Hold on. Law enforcement research showed an address at blank blank, Post Falls, blah, 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 blah. I visited the blank on January 19, 2023. The owners of the 3-unit complex were identified and none knew blank. The owner of unit blank.
Is that word shit? I want to play Mad Libs with Lucy Morningstar right now.
Yes, that would be awesome. Passed on a stack of mail having been received in the last week at her unit that and did not belong to her. I secured the mail, photographed the front of each envelope, and gave the mail to U.S. Postal Service inspector that works at the ISP District 1 office, blah, 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 blah. Investigation would show the names listed on the envelopes were not tied to this case. On February 1st, 2023, I went to the blank apartment in Post Falls, Idaho, along with ISP Detective Gary Tollison. There was no answer at the apartment, so I left my phone number and requested a return phone call. Blank called me later the same day, confirming that family members had located my business card at her apartment. Blank confirmed her phone number was blank, 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 and the provider was T-Mobile. Blank was calling me from the number. On December 3rd, 2022, her account, which she shares with 8 other family members and it is administered by her elderly father, was
my fucking God.
Was spoofed. I don't even tell you guys gotta tell me if this makes sense, right?
What?
Her elderly father answered a fake text from T-Mobile that exposed all the phone numbers on the account, including hers, to hackers. The account and numbers were locked down, but the entity that was using her number has continued to use it to contact people she does not know.
But it's not impossible. It's not possible.
It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense.
It's not possible. The new House Knights of New Jersey, this fucking bitch tried to say that her husband was not calling and threatening lives of this girl, and literally it came from his phone number. And they tried to say that they spoofed it and they used that you can insert somebody else's phone number. You can't do that.
I mean, spoofing happens,
but
you can't this story doesn't make sense.
I can't go text now and say, "Oh, put in Jen's number" and start calling and threatening people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you did it. The FBI's gonna be like, "You're crazy." It's not how it works. You can get a fake number, but you can't literally say this is Dylan's phone number.
Well, let's read the rest. So it says Blank has contacted the FCC and continues to reach out to T-Mobile. She forwarded me emails generated by those contacts. She also confirmed she was continuing to get angry text messages and voicemails from people who are receiving messages from her assigned number. She recognized the last defense for her and the other numbers on the account was to change the assigned phone numbers. The emails connected to the investigation with Blank and the photos taken of the mail at blank blank have been saved to a disk, blah, 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 blah. So,
you know why
my issues with this is if she did get spoofed, okay.
Yeah, FCC's not pulling her back for a reason because they could.
But if she locked down her number and told T-Mobile what went on, they can stop that by blocking whatever IMSI or IM whatever the F,
whatever
for the other device that spoofed it. I don't know.
She's a liar. She's trying to tell the freaking whoever she's telling them all. Oh, they spoofed my number. Oh, they spoofed my number. It wasn't me. I've been on my phone.
And I would like to know what these texts were saying because if people are texting her and they're angry,
sure.
What are they angry about?
I wish I had her number. I'd send her some angry texts myself.
Yeah, so this is really interesting to me because I mean
this is wild. I can so glad you found
someone tried to spoof. I mean, like who like. Dylan's phone? Like, is this an excuse? Or was this just a bullshit excuse? Oh, my phone was
yes. Like, what the
so they could, she could explain shit that was in her phone. I mean, I don't know.
You wonder if she continued. The FCC is not calling you back for a reason, Dylan, because they said you're crazy. That's not possible. So stop calling us. Continue to reach out to the FCC and T-Mobile. They're not calling you back, Dylan. Okay, because they knew you're crazy. That's not possible.
And why was it only, if there was 8 people on this account, why only this one woman's phone number? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, because she's like,
I just think it's really weird, and I wonder why it was still happening.
Is that true?
If she reported it to her cell provider, I don't really know how this shit works. So someone has to help me.
If it's possible, then oh my god, if it's possible, then there's got a lot of freaking cases that should be reopened. It's like, oh hey, it wasn't me. They spoofed my number. You know what I mean? Like, how many times do people get caught with their cell phone records and they're like Apple data? You know what I mean? Imagine saying, "Oh, my number was spoofed," like in a murder investigation. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you see what I mean about the those numbers, the M&I and the other number, how they're the same for certain reports. So that's why I think that this was Dylan's phone.
Yeah.
That was allegedly someone was trying to spoof it. I don't know. I don't understand how this works. Kane, what do you think?
I have to Google that, because I mean, I would be really mad. Somebody starts spoofing.
Kane?
Yeah. Right here.
What do you think?
I think that you're right. And, in the bigger picture, you guys are right along the right track. I don't think that anybody in here, after seeing what we've seen in the last few days and the last few years, would disagree that it's possible that a guy like this could do something like this.
Spoof a number, like, I mean? Like spoof a number?
No, I'm saying, what do you think about this phone, Dylan's phone, being allegedly?
I wanted to take you back a little bit, Jen, because you went New York fast on me again.
No, you're just Florida slow.
Well, listen, y'all just slow it on down here so I can.
I don't talk
chew my
fast. You
arm
just
off.
listen slow.
I did. Today's diabetes news brought to you by Pop Secret, and it is the kettle corn one. I did just right. It's 100 calories, so they give you half a bag. I just wanted to point that out. But we got popcorn happening. I hope you guys brought snacks also as well. I have a fresh Diet Mountain Dew I'm gonna wash down with here.
Well, I'd like to go get a latte. Can I go get my latte real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate diet soda. I don't know how you drink that shit.
Diet Mountain Dew is the bomb.
I don't really drink soda that much to begin with.
Take home with me so I can hear, but I'll be.
When I want a soda, I want a real soda. Give me all the sugar.
Exactly. If you're gonna just drink a soda, drink a soda.
Yeah, like that. Because that fake sweetener is probably worse for you than the sugar, honestly.
Well, it makes your brain crazy.
Have you ever had Mexican Coke? A cola?
I've never had it, but they're going to switch the formula to regular sugar. I think starting in December.
It's so good, Mexican Cola.
This is kettle corn popcorn. It's kind of sweet. I was expecting something more buttery, but
kind of salty, super sweet like me.
Listen, look at me. You don't think I want all the sugar too? I'm telling you.
Just drink water. I just drink mostly water and iced tea, but sometimes if I want soda, I'm going to drink a real soda the few times in the month that I do. That's all I'm saying. That shit is going to
Oh, Donna pulled out one of my favorite dishes there, the Sloppy Joe.
Have some more Sloppy Joes.
Sloppy Joes. Sloppy. Also, as well, is the shepherd's pie is one of my favorites. So if anybody, ladies, want to send me a care package of shepherd's pie.
OMG.
I am down.
OMG.
Actually, let's see here. When you talk about this document, the first things that you talk about is what wasn't on Dylan's phone. It was a voice message. Excuse me. You lost me there.
Okay. Just look at it. It's somebody. Okay.
Explain it to me as if I was a
somebody was trying to hack Dylan's T-Mobile account, and the person who was tied to whatever phone number that tried to hack it, I guess, if I'm understanding it correctly, was some woman in her 40s who said that she reported it to the FCC and all this shit. But like the whole story just doesn't make sense. Like you weren't even paying attention when I was reading it, were you?
Yeah, I was totally paying attention.
Allegedly. So, because think about it, like, how does it make sense, right? It says Detective Leslie Lehman was asked to locate the owner of cell phone number, blah, blah, blah. The number was used to attempt access of the T-Mobile account owned by blank, which we know is Dylan. So, somebody's number was attempting to access Dylan's T-Mobile account. Now you understand what I was showing you?
This is what the police are saying, that they figured out somebody was trying to hack her account.
That's what the report says. Someone in Post Falls was trying to hack into Dylan's T-Mobile account. But
okay, here's the thing right there. Let me stop you right there, Jen.
Go ahead.
We have the FBI involved. What do you mean someone was trying to hack her account?
That's what I'm saying. There was the phone number that was attempting to access Dylan's T-Mobile account was tied to some woman in Post Falls, apparently, who claims
some woman. So you know it's a woman. Okay.
Right. But there's eight people on this account that's administrated
that have administration privileges
by her elderly father. So like the whole story just didn't make sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's just very convenient that the FBI facts come in when it's convenient. When it fits something that the story they want to tell, otherwise the FBI, it's some woman hacking the surviving roommate's account on the day of or after. Jen?
It said December 3rd.
December 3rd. Okay.
Yeah.
So they still had possession of the phone at that point?
Okay, so no. It says that on December 3rd, this woman from Post Falls, it says on December 3rd, her account, which she shares with 8 other family members and is administered, doesn't make sense, by her elderly father, was spoofed. So my first issue with this.
Who's the elderly father?
If the woman, the
hacker.
Right. So she's claiming that on December 3rd, her account, which she shares with 8 other family members and is administered, I assume she means owned by her, like it's under her father's family plan is what I'm getting. So that would mean, like, wouldn't it tie back to him and not her when they were looking up the owner of that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless she's in control of his account, which it sounds like.
But even if she is, if they were looking for the owner of that phone number, I mean, I guess it could tie to her name. I don't know, but like these are like cops, like FBI. Like, how did they like they should have known this before even asking? You know what I'm saying? Like, the question should have already been answered before it was even asked. And this story just doesn't make sense to me, because why, if the account was hacked and there's 8 other people on it, then first of all, why just the one phone number on the account, right? Second of all, if this woman reported the spoofing allegedly to T-Mobile, then why was it still happening? You get what I'm saying? And she was claiming that she's still getting text messages from people who are angry because they're getting text messages from the spoofers, I guess. But like, about what? Like, what are they angry about? You get what I'm saying? Like, what is listen, if someone's going to spoof, they're not going to just like send text messages talking shit to your contacts. Like, I mean, I guess if it's like a kid, they're trying to like just troll.
Wow, that's wild. Like, yeah, that is really wild.
Yeah, so.
Huh.
Yeah, so this is the report I was talking about that I finally found.
Now, Leslie and Billy also said she sent me something there.
All right,
hold on, let me hide this so Trish doesn't have a heart attack. Real quick.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
What did you get? A snack? Did you get yourself
I got
a snack?
my coffee and my cream soda.
Oh, cream soda is the bomb. I love cream soda.
Oh, and I have also Sour Patch Kids, but I won't eat them because they'll be loud.
Leslie and Billy, if you're still out there, try to send that again. KANEB888 at gmail.com or KANEU 888 at gmail.com. Try that again. I've received emails from you before, so I'm surprised I'm not receiving them. I'm sorry we haven't had a chance to look at that. It's something about Scott Green she was talking about. So I'm excited to take a look at that. Anyway, welcome back, Krista. So those are two very interesting documents, Jen, I'd say, for sure.
Yeah,
I would love to know what MNI stands for and what PRN stands for. Does anybody know? Anybody?
Spurge.
Spurge?
It stands for Schindler's List.
Yeah, so if you pay attention to those numbers, they're the same for certain people. So that's how you can kind of tell who the redacted person is. If you can figure one out and you just look for that number, you can kind of figure others out. But yeah, that first document, the number 88, is the only one that I found that does not say agency assist under the type of call at the very top right. It's the only one that I've seen that says murder.
Murder.
And it has charges listed under the administrative section. The other ones don't have any of that. They just have the person writing the report, their number, their badge number, person who approved the report, blah, 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 blah. But this one, that one, number 88, has charges listed, and then it has Dylan's information.
What are the charges?
Murder.
I mean, like what? Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's really weird.
That is weird because I think it's because there was, I don't know, because there's the blood in her room.
But like, there was blood in Jack D's apartment. There was other instances that
but like
but they didn't put the charge on there. It just said agency assist.
Was like cleaned up. I don't know because why didn't they? Yeah, that sounds like they tried.
And it doesn't even say anything about finding red stuff in her room in that report. It just talks about a letter from the sorority, a backpack, some other sorority thing on the dresser, and eyebrow pictures. But
maybe because it's not, maybe just because it's her room and not her. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, there's photos of Bethany's room. There's a whole report with photos attached, and you don't see that charge listed. It just says every other report. It says agency assist, and then it has just regular information like every other one. But that one, it's got different like information fields. They're all color coded and shit. So I just wonder. It just stood out to me.
Yeah,
that's all. I don't know what it means, but that's what I saw.
I can't believe that her GoFundMe went up over 110,000 since the.
Yo, that's crazy, right?
And they blame us. It's our fault because we're harassing her. We're making her have to get more treatment, or they feel bad for her, so they have to.
If it happened in the beginning, I would I would feel a little better about it. But like now, why now? Why now? She's been partying, doing this, and that's fine. That's fine. I have no issues with that. Like get your mind over it, whatever. Fine. I mean,
but what? Because you
I don't expect you to like sit home and mope. Because
she didn't. She partied the next
night. Never did. But like, why
partying.
now? It's very on brand for the 8-hour delay. Then you have like a delay in the GoFundMe. Like it's just on brand for her.
I mean, like how many she left the touch? I don't even know how it works, but. Like, if she's pulling from it, like, I don't know how it works.
I don't know.
How long do we have to pay for her treatment? That's my question. You know what I mean? Like, how long does it get to stay open? Where,
I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody, even if they don't work, can get health care and get. I mean, there's also victims. There's victims services or whatever benefits, whatever you call it. And it's pretty sad, honestly, that like. Forget it. Let me just keep my mouth shut before I piss everybody off.
It's the truth. Is like, listen, like I don't know how close they were, right? Because apparently they made it look like they're all best friends. So that's in our brain for like all this time until the 911 call, until a lot of stuff came out. We're thinking, oh, best friends, oh, best friends, oh, best friends. But then then you find out that she hasn't talked to her family, like the Gonzalez. Like,
yeah,
how does that happen?
That's very suspicious to me. That is honestly even more suspicious than the whole than 8-hour delay, to be honest, because
and then how are you
they
not-
went out of their way to paint a narrative of the
Yes.
relationship between the G's. When I say they, I mean the G's.
all of them. Yeah.
And meanwhile, I've been said this. Listen, I said this from the very beginning. Kaylee has Olivia blocked. Well, they don't follow each other on Instagram, so she's either blocked or Olivia just doesn't give a shit and doesn't want to follow her. But Olivia and Jasmine Cornoto follow each other. So why would you follow your sister's roommate's sister, but not your actual sister, unless you're blocked? Unless you couldn't follow her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jack D is also blocked. Kaylee follows Olivia's husband, but not Olivia. Jack D follows Olivia, but not Kaylee. And there's a lot more to this situation than we're being told, and I think everybody should be pissed off that we were lied to
for a long time. And like, and then about Hunter and Ethan not really physically that close, but hello, like I said, always there. And how weird. Like, I'm sorry, this was weird to me too. When the freaking twins walk up, why are you? I don't know what he knows at this point what happened. That's Ethan. That's the twins, right? I'm sorry. My sister, I was losing my fucking mind.
Why was his car already there is a bigger question.
Yeah. Well, maybe he parked there, right? Maybe they had to use it.
But he got there after the cops got there. So why was his car there when the cops first got there? You get what I'm saying?
I know. I think Hunter was there all night. I think Dylan was there all night.
I feel the same.
Yeah. And I think Emily, and I think that Bethany's an unwilling participant, but they didn't have a choice. They needed somebody else to stay alive. They needed somebody else to say it, right? And whether it was somebody that they didn't have a choice, they had to listen to these people and just do what they said. Because I don't think that they can do that vicious of I don't think those two, no, you know what I mean? Obviously, whether somebody came in, whether it was, the Aryan, whatever they are, which I believe probably is my theory in my head is the only thing that makes sense.
But it doesn't explain why they were left, why there was two left unharmed. That's my only issue with any of that. The only thing that explains it, in my opinion, is the connection with the two sororities, both being on probation, and someone losing everything because of that. Maybe Kaylee reported something, and I know that there was a report saying something about a fight that happened at a formal like a week or two prior.
But what did she tell Adam? What's this? I told Adam everything. What was that? What is that? What did she tell Adam? Do we ever know what she told Adam?
I don't know. I was saying, what if she's not saying, what did you tell? What did you say to Adam? What if she's saying, what did you say to out him? Like out somebody out of the closet, maybe. Because remember, there was rumors in the beginning about someone being walked in on, yeah. I mean, I don't have any problem with it, but. And for the record, I'm not saying I don't really think necessarily. I mean, I guess anything's possible, but I don't think that Dylan or Bethany actually did this. But I do think that it's a strong possibility, and it makes more sense that maybe something else was supposed to happen, and they didn't know it was going to become unaliving, because he did text. Dylan sent that text and was like. Kaylee, what's going on? Like, so she heard, that means she knew something was going on. And then she said she was confused. So maybe she was confused because it wasn't supposed to be what it ended up being.
Right. That part I can get involved with, but they cleaned up. So you knew that, listen, Kaylee's not going to run down the steps and then run back up the steps. So how you know what I mean? She's going to keep on goddamn running. So how'd she end up there, Dylan? You know what I mean? So
she's not gonna get her face bashed in like that and then still be sitting in bed. Like there's a video I have of her where she's boxing like her brother with like boxing gloves on, and she's like, she can fight. Okay. Yeah. I don't see her like, can you imagine just like taking all that beating and like not even like screaming or fighting? Like, give me a break. No way.
Exactly. That's why she ran. She wasn't going to run back up the steps.
Okay? I think she was sitting up because she was placed there, like after,
Maddie. I think Maddie was in bed, and I think that Dylan or Kaylee tried to run, and I think the others tried to run, and that's why there's blood on the out everywhere else, because they're not going to freaking stay in the room. You know what I mean? There had to be more than one person. So I think also there was more than one weapon. I think the first one was
100%.
You know what I mean? And I think we heard that.
Well, you know, the blood that was on the handrail
Right.
is on the stairway that goes between the first and the second. Everyone thinks it's between the one by the kitchen, between the second and third, but no, it's blood on the handrail of the stairs going from the first to the second floor. So how did it get there? Because allegedly the intruder came and left through the second floor, the kitchen. So how did there get red stuff on the first to second floor stairwell?
Would that be like that would be where Ethan and Zana would run for the stairs?
No, that would be where Dylan ran to Bethany's room. Like,
okay.
Room downstairs to the first floor. So no one should have went down there that had red stuff on them.
Right.
I mean, I guess it could. I don't know. I mean, the only possibility, I guess, if Hunter did take Xana's pulse, maybe it got when he was maybe. But then, why did he play dumb on the 911 call?
Because
he's had blood. If blood got on his hand to where it then transferred to the handrail when he was leaving the house, after he told everyone to get out, then that means he saw blood, and then that means he shouldn't have been on the 911 call saying, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Someone just handed me his phone." Like,
they're not breathing. No,
right?
no.
Instead of saying, "My friend needs help. Please hurry!" Like
my friend, my best friend, my friend, my other best friend's brother. Like, are we not like? Nobody outside acted like there was 4 slain people that they knew. Like, it wasn't new news to them, in my opinion. Like everybody, you heard the at one point, and then it was like quiet. Like, you could hear a pin drop out there.
Yeah, and if you remember on the 911 call, when the operator asks Dylan, "Okay, well, what's going on right now? I don't need to know about 4 a.m. Is there someone unconscious right now?" And she says, "I don't know, but pretty much, can I tell you what happened at 4 a.m.?" She says, "I don't know," but she literally has already seen Xana on the floor at least twice.
Yes.
So these are my issues, and
yes.
Well, did you see Lucy Morningstar's post, Jen?
Which one?
That Dylan was studying to be a nurse.
Well, you know that Josie Lauterin is a criminology major as well, so you gotta.
So what? They couldn't go and check to see if she was unconscious and light breathing. Like, why would you send Hunter? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would you send a nursing student in there?
Right.
Like,
why wouldn't a nursing student naturally be drawn in there to check on her?
Well,
yeah, she was like, we have to go check.
Yeah, why did you all have to do that? No,
why don't you want to? You should want to go check on your friend.
I don't think the 911 caller should have told them to go back in there, because at that point,
I don't think the 911 call was real. I think it was all fucking stage bullshit.
Somebody knew they were like slain. They weren't unconscious. They were slain. If you can,
it was code maybe for something.
It's weird. Look, I don't know if they.
I swear that you're right. That's code. The unconscious person.
I really think it is.
Because there's no way they want that going over the radio. Quadruple homicide. Hell no.
And that's why the ambulance was staged down the street. That's why there were no sirens. It's because it was code for something went down, but don't make a big scene about it.
Like, maybe like we don't need an ambulance code. We don't need an ambulance, but something bad happened, like that kind of code.
Something like, or maybe just don't put on your sirens, because you don't hear any sirens on the 911 call. But yet the mayor says that he heard sirens and saw like a bunch of cop cars like whizzing by.
Well, how do they not know? Like, what if the crazy on the library was hanging in the woods somewhere? Or why? How do you know he's not driving in a car somewhere? Like, how are you all like standing around acting like, oh, well, like that's not just like how come we're not scared that this man's still running loose? Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, in my opinion, law enforcement knew the intent of the crime from the moment they walked in. They knew the intent, because something gave them enough reassurance to lift the vandal alert after an hour. They had the shelter in place for longer than an hour when there was that guy who pulled out a knife on some students in like a month or two before. They had the vandal alert for like a few hours. I don't know exactly how long, but it was longer than they'd had it in effect for homicides. So that just tells me that
like everybody don't leave your house. Is that what that's supposed to be? Or?
Right. Yeah. Shelter in place.
Okay.
So
well, there's a lot of people driving around.
Right. Well, maybe. I mean, listen. It could have been just to keep everybody from coming to the area and seeing anything. I don't know.
I mean,
this is the thing. Something gave them enough reassurance to lift that alert after an hour, not even.
Well, what are the chances that they're having they're undercover to drive around 3 times in a row and not catching the murderers? Like, do they always do that? Why are they driving around so much? Is that normal? Do you know that? Like,
If they're supposed to, if their intention that night was to give tickets for minors and consumption, then why were they like in this neighborhood that, according to their own words, was kind of dead and quiet? Why didn't they go to like the frat row? Like maybe like where some parties are, some action. Why was it so quiet on the Banfield if Sigma Chi allegedly was having a party? Because there's an interview that Brian Ensign did from in front of King Roadhouse, like in December, beginning of December, I think. And Sigma Chi was having something going on over there, and he said you could hear like all kinds of shouting and music, and it was that area is just like a fishbowl. It echoes.
Yeah.
But we don't hear any party sounds, not even a smidgen on the Banfield body cam. Which is why I don't think that's fucking real either. This case is trust issues. I don't think anything is real anymore.
Yeah, and I feel like they know the 4 people that they saw walking up to the house. Like, I'm sorry, I think it was at the time. Like, I don't know what to do at the time, but I think that the 4 people that they saw were those 4 people that had something to do with it. And because what are the chances of like they're only there for an hour? Say they do there at 3, or they're only there for an hour? Okay, well, what are the chances like that it's not Hunter and maybe people that are maybe associated with the school, but part of this whole, we have to get this done. I don't know. There's
It's
so many
also funny how Hunter says that he locked the door that night just for some reason. He had a weird feeling. He also left his phone there during the day.
For 2 days.
You got Josie left her phone in the car. You got David Barry-Ocha, how he had a weird feeling too.
Oh yeah, and the girl left the house. Remember, she didn't sleep over because she had a weird feeling.
Right. Come on. And who takes a photo of their dropped bagel? Like, why would you do that unless it was to establish an alibi? Like, I dropped a bagel. Give me a break. Even like all the weird photos that person, I forget the name, whatever, that person. All the photos, the fact that like as soon as she got there, she went in the bathroom and took a photo. And then she took this photo and that photo. It just seems like staged, like trying to document something. Because let's be real. This is a fact. This is not my opinion.
Right.
After so long of a delay, you cannot determine within any small window the time of death.
No.
You can't.
No.
You cannot. And not only do you have the 8-hour delay, but then you have the fact that the coroner didn't get there until after 5.
Oh my God.
Like 5:30, I think. It was 5 or 5:30. Right? Then you have the time it took to transport the victims' bodies to Spokane, which is like, I think, an hour or 2. It's at least an hour. I think 2. So at that point, you can narrow it down to, I don't think even like 6 hours. I forget exactly what the number is, but I think it's like 12 hours or something. That's the smallest time frame you can get. I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
It's just weird.
I looked it up, and it was a big time frame. So
it's just weird. You see like all these different times. You see people here, people there, right next to the house. You hear it on the cameras, but then sometimes you hear it screaming on one, but you don't hear it on the other. We see Molly on one, but like how could Molly not hear the screaming that we just heard on the other at that time? You know what I mean? So all the time, it's just weird. Like there was a lot of screaming going on at one point. We don't know what time. We can't narrow it down. There's a lot of like, people walking around. How did you not hear what was happening? Kind of thing. Like,
how all the neighbors not hear anything either? I mean,
the dog barking. Who doesn't call and go walk? If you hear the dog barking like that, that is a dog that's barking, that's stuck outside, is watching his owner get unalived and can't get back in, and is trying to run up and down that deck, and nobody's questioning why he's doing that. Come on.
Well, you know what I think? I think that maybe they put, okay, so the G said that Murphy's crate and Kaylee's purse were still inside her car when they got it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they put Murphy in her car. Maybe that was like the thud was like the door closing. Maybe.
I think he was out the slider. I think they trapped him. They tricked him. I think they climbed up on the deck while she was still downstairs. And the second that she came up, he opened up the slider, the dog runs out, he runs in, locks the slider, whoever.
Oh, that's possible too. Yeah, that is possible.
And then you hear freaking, what's her name going, oh, I heard him sounding like he was running away though. Dylan says this, right? Well, yeah, he's running up and down the deck because he's watching his owner get unalived. And then somehow, who lets him back in? We have no idea how he gets back in. You know, it just magically slider opens, he's back in the house. Or not, who knows? But he stopped barking. So
another thing, Jack got there. I think the body cam was like maybe 12:15-ish or something. Okay, so the G's say they got a phone call from their Chrissy's niece around 1 or 1:30, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then they were calling Maddie, calling Jack, calling Kaylee. No one was answering. They didn't know for sure what went down until the sheriffs came to their house and did the notification at like 4:30, I think they said. Why? First of all, Jack was separated. He was in the back of the cop car. Why didn't he call the G's? Why did they not find out until after 1 o'clock from the niece? Why didn't Jack tell them? Or why didn't Jack answer the phone when they were calling him? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, did he have his phone? He had his phone, right?
He had his phone in his hand, literally in his hand.
Oh my God. So, man, I would have been on the phone because remember he didn't know what happened. Dylan doesn't ever I don't know if she ever clarifies with him that she gets out, that Kaylee gets out or doesn't get out. Do you hear what she says as soon as he walks up? How do you tell somebody that? Whether it has something to do with not? Literally, that is his girlfriend and his dog. And you're like, oh, she had to scream. There's like masked man's chasing her. And I don't know. Oh my God, I saw the man. Oh my God. He's looking at her like, what the fuck are you saying to me? That my girlfriend.
I don't know. I don't know that I don't think Kaylee's relationship with him was good.
Well, I mean, still, though,
she had him blocked
a long time though. Like,
I mean, she hasn't blocked on Instagram. She's like that age group. It's a big deal. Like,
yeah,
I asked my daughter, my son, they're teenagers.
She was doing.
You don't do that unless you don't like the person. Like,
listen,
you don't.
She was doing things that he didn't want. She didn't want him. She probably didn't want him to know every single thing she was doing because she was getting money somewhere or some other, right? Like they still shared the dog. I still think that he loved her. You know what I mean? And I think he was just trying to give her space. Like I just don't think it's they've been trying to pin it on him. And I also feel like he stayed in the cop car because he didn't want to be around Dylan. Nobody wanted to be around Dylan. How dare you tell me these people?
But the cop told him to sit in the car. So it's like, why did you separate everybody, dude? Like, why did you only separate him?
I forget how he glad he even got in the cop car. Like, how did he even get there to begin with? Because remember, he's like, "Oh, I forgot you were there."
Like he could have let Dylan sit inside the car, the cop car. The cop could have told her to go sit down. She had any shoes on. She had no shoes on. You could have asked her to sit down. Like,
I think the cop was like nobody wants to hang out with this. Nobody is listening. Like, I'm telling you. Like nobody wanted to comfort her. Like the things she was saying were outrageous. Like they're not understanding. I don't know if they knew about it already or not, but like to me, I'm watching it. I'm like, if you look at it from 2 different angles, like if you want to look at like, oh, they all knew earlier on, it makes sense because none of them are crying. Nobody's going, oh, it happens like one time you hear them all sobbing, and then it's kind of like Dylan has no snot coming out of her nose. Like you would see something dripping.
Well, you can't see her nose. I mean,
yeah, but
granted, you can't see her nose. It's her. She's blurred out, right? Unless there's
but I'm thinking like maybe there's some like snot running out. There's no like.
So I gotta at least give her that.
Like I'd be crying too, no matter what. I don't know if I was forced to do it. If I had something to do with it, I feel like though, like in my heart of hearts, like to be honest with you, she knew exactly what was going on. I think that she let the person in. I think that there was other people involved, and I think it had to do with somebody with her boyfriend's family, and then something to do with this, like maybe that's how they get the drugs into the school, and then all these people knew. Because listen, how do you think the drugs are getting on campus? From the people
every campus has drugs, though. I never really bought into the drug.
Well, I don't know. I think it's like
every school has drugs.
So
every school does.
Yeah,
and it doesn't explain. I always come back to what explains. Dylan and Bethany.
It was about 10:30. And who knows what time she really woke up? It could have been 11:30. It could have been noon.
Was part of her boyfriend was part of that group of people. I think.
Then why Bethany? Why leave Bethany?
Because she needed somebody there to corroborate her story. She needed another live person to corroborate all the shit she was saying. You know what I mean? Like somebody's got to say, because if it's not, it's her word against everybody else.
But wouldn't it have been easier just to say I was asleep the whole time?
Yes, but then she's on the phone. Like idiots are on the phone.
Like I would have just been like, listen, I was sleeping. I lock my door when I go to sleep. So like maybe he tried to get in and couldn't get in. I heard someone rattle the door. That's what I would have said if I was trying to
Bethany should have said, Bethany should have stuck with. She never came in my room. Because listen, we know there's a cleanup now, right? So how are they going to explain that fucking shit? You know, it's just crazy. That's the worst thing for me. Like when I realized that really there was and how much there was, that they had to, whoever had to do it, I don't know. But like, it's a shame because I feel like Hunter was there. I feel like Dylan and Bethany were there, and I think Bethany just had to go along with it because nobody else. She needed another live person that lived there to say, yeah, that's what happened, right? Because there's no talk of the dog barking. We don't hear them going, oh, Murphy was barking for 45 minutes. A little bit. Bethany says it in her other interview. Now you get, oh, he barks at funny stuff or happy stuff, or I don't fucking know. He barks here, he barks there, he barks fucking everywhere. Bark here, bark there, whatever.
The G said that he wasn't a barker, and we don't hear Murphy bark during the noise complaints when the cops are walking. Like you see Murphy like in the one where they're into the backyard. You see him right there, and he doesn't even give a shit. Like he doesn't even try to look over and sniff. Like, who are these new people? He doesn't care. He just walks back inside. He didn't bark, so he's obviously not a barker. So if he was barking, I really feel like they put him inside Kaylee's car possibly, or in someone else's car maybe, and just to keep him out of the way possibly, and that's why he was barking. I don't know.
Listen, so I feel like he was barking like, it was like he saw something. He was pissed. That dog was in fucking like distress because that's.
But then why? But like, why wasn't he bark? Why did he stop? Because
the person let him back in the house.
But but like.
I don't know.
Maybe they like he would have even if they closed the door, he would have still been barking. He was sitting there in the room just chilling under the. I mean, he looked scared. Listen, I train dogs and dog sit, so I've been around a lot of dogs. He was definitely scared, unless this is normal behavior to hide under the dresser like that. But
not even barking like that. That bark.
Like he didn't even bark when people like.
I know.
Where the cops were walking in the house, first responders. So. If he was barking,
where was he?
I think he was. I could see a dog that really isn't a barker barking because someone locked him in the car.
Locked him out of his house.
Right, like let me out. That's to me like or a cage or putting him inside a crate make a dog bark too.
You're right, because it didn't sound like he was running. We hear it. It sounded like he's in one spot. You're right. He could have been in the back of somebody's car. You're right.
Either someone's car or inside a crate.
Remember that thing pulls up, whatever pulls up, and then he stops barking. So did somebody take him at that point?
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who would he go with?
I don't know.
Like, who would
I don't
he
even know. I don't even believe the timeline. I think I think the original timeline was more plausible because
the fucked up thing is 8 hours makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, and listen, no matter which way you look at it, it doesn't make sense.
Right. No matter what they did in that time span, there's no excuse not to call 911 for 8-9 fucking hours.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I could forgive like one of those issues. Like, okay, fine. You wanted to call friends over because you were scared to call the cops, or like maybe someone had a warrant, you didn't want to get in trouble. Okay, I could understand calling friends first. But only if you kind of knew that your friends were beyond help, like and waiting 5 more minutes wasn't going to make a difference. But I can't excuse that, and also being awake for 8 hours and going on social media, and also why did you call outside friends and not go upstairs to Kaylee and Maddie to get help from them first, unless you knew they were unable to help because they were not alive. So I can forgive like one thing, like calling friends first or the 8 hour delay, but I can't forgive them both. There's just no.
And there's two of them. Listen, there's two of them. Between the fucking two of you, you can't state stranger danger. You can't decipher whether there's a goddamn murder going on upstairs. The two of you, get the fuck out of here. You're adults. They depended on you. Whether you like those girls or not, they were there to. You guys had to keep each other safe. You're in college. Like, even if your friends passed out, what the fuck are you doing going to sleep?
Right. Why don't you
get on the floor? So, you know.
So none of these excuses make sense.
Right. None of them.
One of them, okay, fine. Not all of them.
No, like there's two of them. Like, especially there's two of them, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't decipher between you two adults how to call 911. Oh, I was asleep. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, I was out of it. Like, but were you
She
drunk?
even says, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should be.
No, Dylan says like, oh, she thought it was weird because Kaylee and Maddie usually get up early. She actually said, I believe, I could be wrong, but I remember I thought she said like we all get up early. So
yeah.
Like why weren't you and Bethany up and out of bed early? You get what I'm saying? Like if the whole house normally woke up earlier than 11, whatever.
How can she sit there and lie and say this, knowing that cop has her goddamn phone and is going about to look in it, and you tell me I'm asleep? You tell him you're asleep the whole time, and he's about to look at your phone and see that you weren't. How the fuck are you lying to this cop? Like, isn't that wild? I'm like watching her hand over her phone, and he's taking it from her. He's like, no, give it back. Like, yeah, text your mom, give it back. You told him you were asleep. He's going to look at your phone in 5 minutes and know you're a liar. Like, you should be arrested or suspect. Like, you should be a suspect at that point. If it was a dude, they'd be suspects.
Oh, for sure, but it's pretty one, so they get like
it's crazy. I don't get it, and we're still getting called. Yeah, we're still getting called bullies and shit, and keyboard warriors. Shut up, Angela.
I don't care. Like, I'm not bullying anybody. I'm just asking questions. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care about anyone's feelings. Like, 4 people lost their lives. Yeah. There's no time for feelings. This world is fucking cruel. People do effed up things. You got, friends killing each other. You got siblings killing each other. You got parents killing their kids killing their parents. All types of crazy shit happens. So nothing is off the table. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and of all cases, why you take the death penalty? This is the one case where the death penalty probably should be there. So why in the world would you ever agree to take it off the table? And what the fuck you got it for?
I don't trust Ann Taylor. I don't trust her. I never did. Not 100. I think she's very capable attorney.
Yeah.
I think she is fully able to do her job. I think she was good, but she did just enough to appear on record as if she was doing her job. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you really read between the lines, there's a lot of things she dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We've definitely proven in the last few weeks that Anne did everything that Anne could possibly do to submit.
You sure about that?
I am 100%. Yes. And thank you, Miss Potts, for the documentaries. By the way, everybody, I apologize. Miss Potts had technical difficulties here today. I will do StreamYard in a few days, and I want to invite both of you ladies back for that. I'm not cutting it off or anything. I'm just interjecting before the audience is like, Miss Potts isn't here. And so we will do a part 2 for this where we have Miss Potts, but you guys are just, you're blowing me away. This is great. I'm loving it. So I just wanted to put that out there in the universe. So go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I guess I just feel like I feel less crazy, so I appreciate it. Like, and then Annie, like when Annie reads docs, she tells the story. So like, I can't wait to have her up here because some of the stuff, like we're reading it right, and like we're like, this doesn't make sense, but she finds some really good shit too. Like you're finding good stuff, but I'm fairly new, so like everything you're pointing out, I'm glad you are, because I always say like I never think I'm right all the time. Like I like different perspectives. That's why I was so mad that we got cut off last week, because I'm like, I don't know. Some of the things like remember that, I don't know. Remember we heard all that music playing, and then we heard we thought chanting or something. Do you remember that?
No. Where? What?
It was like, what was on? Okay, it was on the one where it sounded like they're singing Nelly, and it was like, I think it was around 3:30. It was at, what is it?
Wait, what? Where? On body cam?
Okay. The House of the Pumpkins. The House of Pumpkin Railing House, whatever that one is. The Pumpkin Railings.
Okay, 1112.
So, yeah, so there's at one point we hear, I don't know if it's somebody added that in. I don't know if we.
I see. That's why I don't know about it, because I haven't watched the whole fucking footage. It's clearly edited. I'm not even wasting my time.
But they were having a party at the Whites. They said that could have been that, but it just sounded so close. But it went into like music, them singing, then chanting, which I get it. Like
what time?
Maybe 3:30ish.
So why didn't we hear any of that shit on the Banfield camera?
Exactly.
There you go.
Then we hear screaming at I don't know, was it on the other camera? I guess maybe it's on the lane that has the awning or whatever. But you hear screaming, and that's when I was like, oh, that really sounds like that's real. That's really. But then you don't hear it on the 1112. It's like, that's what I'm saying. We can't put anything together, because I think they covered up that screams. I think they doubled those timestamps with the car coming in and out, and making it look like it was 2 different times when it was the same pass and stuff like that. Just stuff like that. They're really covering, and it's like it jumps. It looks like it's definitely edited. We know that it's edited. First comes out, all you hear is you hear nothing. Then they clean it up, and you hear some stuff. Clean it up more, then you hear more other stuff. And I like hearing the different things when, the thump and this and that, but like every timestamps never match. Like we would have heard it over here or over there. And you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's like, they just didn't want us. They want us to chase our tails, I think.
Oh, 100%. It's the plan is to overwhelm and confuse.
Yes.
Because look at it this way. Okay, we don't even have not even half the information probably that the defense had, right? Even the prosecution. I mean, how did anybody, whether it was the prosecution or the defense, how could anyone thoroughly look through all this information and make sense of it if we can't even make sense of the fraction of it that we have?
Right. They can't even tell us what time, like we said, like Lana was pointing out. Now, if you want us to believe it was at this time, then Brian wasn't there. If this, you know what I mean? If this is happening at this point, then he's out of there by then. And where is he? What car is he in? And you can't say it's the 420, something like that. So they can't even pin him down to be there long enough to do any of the things they stated. I'm not saying that he wasn't there for the whole time. I don't know. Like I said, we think there's probably a lot of shit covered up. I'm just saying I'm not a pro Burger. I am not a pro not Burger. I'm a pro tell me the goddamn truth. And if he was there, how he did it. But if whoever was there, we know now that there's cleanup, right? We know now that they can hear everything. So, there's a reason why they waited 8 hours, 9 hours. But, like, the thing is, like, who knows what time it happened because they're trying to cover something up. You got 3 passes by cops, like, but nobody hears or sees anybody running or coming or going. Or
in their personal vehicle, mind you. That is not a police-issued vehicle. And, like, but they lied and said that they gave them hybrids to replace their patrol cars. The exact words, maybe not exact, but he said replace patrol cars. I'm sorry, but a patrol car is going to have a siren, like some kind of equipment. They're not going to stick their head out and make siren sounds. Woo, woo. We're going to pull someone over or run after them every time. They're going to have some kind of something.
Yeah, who's not to say, like, somebody wasn't sleeping with somebody or maybe obsessed with somebody in the house or, trusted that person, that if something was going to come down, like, maybe they trusted that person to, like, I told them the truth and now we're okay. But, like, this person's in bed with that person and oops, we just made a deal with the devil and didn't know it. So they're good. You know what I mean? And then poor Ethan and Xana are involved somehow, or not involved, or who knows. But I still feel like Dylan was the in to get into the house. Or, because listen, we know she wasn't asleep,
You know how rare a quadruple homicide is? Yes. Even just by itself, right?
Right.
Then when you throw in the fact that it was from someone with no connection, right?
Right.
Just a random crime with a knife. That is like more rare than a unicorn, and unicorns don't exist. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, I literally found like one documented case that was kind of similar.
Crazy.
It
never happens.
It doesn't happen. Do you know this? The stars have to align and like the planets and like all this shit. Lucky, the 4-leaf clover and the leprechaun. All this shit has to be happening in order to walk into a house with a full driveway. Who just happens to be unlocked. It just happens to be unlocked. Everyone happens to be in their rooms.
Right.
Coincidentally. Like
big crazy dog's not out running around to bite you.
Right. On a Saturday, on the last home game of the season, which is like a busy party time, but next to apartments and across the street from apartments with
parties,
hundreds of people.
And cops everywhere. Cops doing past the work. It's like
cops across the street, like
that lucky. Where's the portal at? I want to know the portal that he portaled his way in.
He would have better chance of winning the lottery.
Go gadget arms, and he's an alien, and he portaled his way out there. And we don't get to see him. He's like elusive, the elusive Brian fucking Koberger. And like whoever, go gadget arms, because how the fuck did he do it by himself? He didn't do it by himself. So try to tell me he did it. So nobody's asking, well, he didn't do it by himself. That's obvious. Nobody's asking that question, though. Who cleaned it up? Oh, nobody's asking us that question. Nobody's asking that question. We're just like keyboard warriors. We're bullies. Because we want to know who cleaned it up, Dylan. So we're like, what are we, threatening her? No, it's like, that should be their question. Like, what? Anjanette Levy asked Dylan why there was a cleanup and she didn't hear it. Or like, why did you have bloody items in her room that were cleaned up? Like, what is going on? Why does her van have bloody shoe prints everywhere? Why is she there? Like, why'd she have? Now we know why she had those shoes on. Where were they hiding?
I mean, there's one shoe print, so that right there tells you. I mean, there's one shoe print. So
it's crazy. And they're like, oh, just like with John O'Keefe, it's like evidence just kept revealing itself. Like, what? So like that's another thing. Like you want us to believe that. Imagine, like you want us to believe that John O'Keefe's laying on the lawn, right? Okay, say Karen hit him and he's laying on the lawn. But then 8 people had to go past him and not see him, and then get like when they're leaving that night, right? Like I can believe one person not seeing him, maybe 2 people not seeing him, but 8 people, 2 of them being a detective. You mean to tell me? So then, if you want me to believe Karen Reed hit him, then I want to believe the 8 people. How did 8 people not see John O'Keefe when they left that night? You know what I'm saying? That's the bullshit we're dealing with. Like we're asking logical questions that don't make any sense, and they're trying to make us believe one thing. But like, no, you can't make us believe that because the 8 hours went by and they lied about it. The PCA was bullshit. Like you lied. Like the PCA was.
We don't know the time. Listen, we can't figure out the exact time of death. We can't. We just can't unless we go by their cell records. But I don't. That's just not
that's
enough.
Another thing. Why don't we have
don't
that?
Know, wait, we don't know the weapon that was used because you can't tell the length of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
You can only tell the width and whether it's serrated or not. You can't like because some wounds are going to be deeper than others. So we don't even know which weapon was used, let alone 2 weapons. We don't even know the second weapon. So now we don't know either. So we don't know the time of death. We don't know the weapon used. There's no connection.
Yeah, and the guy you want us to know
makes sense.
No DNA there though. The guy you want us to believe did it doesn't leave DNA, but the 4 guys that we think did it left DNA. You know what I mean?
I hope he's guilty. Listen, I want him to be guilty. I want to know. I just tell me, make it make sense in my head.
Right.
Because if he's not guilty, that's scary and should scare every single American and everyone on the planet, honestly. Because
and everybody in that neighborhood, because who the fuck did it then? You know
not only because of that, but because our rights. I mean,
yeah,
I could be sitting in his shoes easily.
What about that teacher? Didn't he have a teacher, the same professor, than the other student? Something happened to her around this time. Like, didn't somebody else in his class like unalive themselves or something shady like that? And it was like the teacher or professor that Brian had. Like, this is like weird shit I heard. I was like, huh? That's like nobody believes in coincidences, right? So like, how is it that like got Brett Kobach is not here? Malwich isn't here. Like all these people that could be connected, maybe not, aren't here anymore to even defend themselves. You know,
Yeah.
It's like they try to do like they're all in bed with each other. That's the problem. And we're never going to find out. It might take years before we find out the truth. Believe it, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think they laugh at us right now. They listen to us and laugh at us.
Yes, Jen.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, nobody's gonna laugh to my face. I'll tell you that.
No, it makes me mad when I think about them laughing at us.
Listen, that's why. Listen, I'll comment whatever the fuck I want to comment, and then I don't even go back and read the replies half the time because I don't want to get myself all worked up. I can't. I need my peace.
I know. I don't know why I watch Angelette Levy.
I just can't. That's why I'm like, nope, not getting baited. Not doing it. Kane.
Yes, ma'am.
Just so you know, I have to jump off by 8:15.
Okay. We got the Bucks game on Monday Night Football tonight, so I was getting ready to let you guys wind down, and
yeah.
I'm gonna.
This is like the never-ending story. There's never an end to this. There's always more.
Yeah, you guys. We can continue this conversation if you'd like to join us in a couple days here, and JJ will be feeling better, and maybe we can have girls versus the boys. I don't know if the guys will have a chance against you guys, but I will say, in conjecture to your big words over there about Miss Ann Taylor, is she definitely proposed and exposed every single inaccuracy and followed every lead and just kept getting shot down by what the prosecution would say, which was ridiculous in most cases, and then Hitler would actually, for instance, when she referred to the alternate suspects, the shoot down was that they weren't related to the white Hyundai. Well, the white Hyundai, it turns out, is your freaking car. So what does that have to do with anything?
Right.
And so it's idiot up and dummy down, no matter how you play it.
But
she did everything she could, but she did not do it fully.
I have so much more respect for Ann Taylor, and she just actually released her own documents. Sorry to talk over you, but recently we need to look at those. I'm very excited for Spots to do a reading on that with us.
Yeah,
I don't think she did everything she could have done, because there's things that she agreed to that she did just enough to appear on record as if she did her job, in my opinion. But if you really read Hitler's comments and really pay attention to the words that he used, he would say things like, defendant said this and this and that, but didn't present documentation of this and that. Not the exact words, but like, even like when she was saying how it was too much information, all these terabytes, blah blah blah. He was like, okay, well, have you asked for like more legal assistance? Like, have you gone, like, what is your plan? Like, how much more time do you need? Like, give us a plan. Don't just like leave it open-ended. He said something to that effect, not exact words, but like she did just enough, but she really didn't go that extra step to really win her motions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that I felt the same way before I saw the documents.
I mean,
and I clearly see that she did everything that she could do. And maybe there's some cases you just don't pursue it because Hitler kind of gives and that's my word, point blank, period, fine.
Like, listen, you try everything until your hands are tied. And I just feel like she didn't dot all her I's and cross all her T's. There was even reports where ISP had reached out to certain people and like they had gotten a summons or subpoena, whatever you call it. But then like they didn't hear back from the defense. Like they heard from them one time and then never again. Just like I just feel like the ball was dropped in a lot of really important steps. And I don't understand how she could go from just a few weeks prior arguing that Brian, because of his autism, was not capable of effectively assisting in his own defense, had a hard time making decisions about and understanding like the long-term like whatever like what the long-term outcome of certain things could be. I don't know the exact words, but something like that. She was saying that like he couldn't comprehend the big picture and understand like the seriousness of things, something to that.
You say that, right? But then we see his research papers and his books, and he clearly knew the law. And I feel like he assisted her in some ways. Maybe he was the one going, look, we have done everything we can do. Like, because I do feel better knowing that his research papers were about this very thing, and that he was hip to what was going on. So I don't know how she could argue that. And then we find his papers where he was so smart about like all the plea deals, why people plead guilty, why innocent go free and innocent go to jail and the guilty go free, all of it. Like,
I wasn't saying that he was not smart.
I know. He was trying to point
and I just meant, but see, I think like I was looking at like researching and when it comes to legal issues, a lot of people on the spectrum will have a just like a kind of a blanket trust for or authority figures. They will just like kind of just trust anything. So, and that kind of goes along with Brian's comment, if it's true, about let's go for coffee while he's sitting there in handcuffs. Having it like
he didn't believe
trusting authority figures too much. So I feel like, and that has nothing to do with being book smart. It's just understanding people's intentions. And I feel like if
true.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know. It's just my opinion. But I feel like I could see how somebody who is on the spectrum could maybe have too much trust in authority figures and only be thinking like about like the logic of, like the book, the technical part of things, and not understanding people's motives, the motives behind.
Or that they'll screw up. They'll screw you over. He's doing it by the book. And
right. So how could he go? Because how could someone go from he's not capable in assisting in his defense and and making long-term decisions and things like that. And then 2 weeks later, he's capable of making this big, huge decision.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know.
It's not right. That's I don't know. I don't like that. It bothers me.
Yeah, I just feel like too, like she also just made a motion, I think, to block the I think it was like the jury questionnaire and the witness list, was I feel like that's a good thing because maybe she's going to use it in a further like why would you not want to send the witnesses if you're going to use them in a further appeal? So I think like maybe that's a good sign that she's getting to the point. Maybe they're working on something. We haven't heard from them. I was saying, like, nobody's asked Brian for an interview. Nobody's going to, like, wouldn't you think they'd want to talk if it was over?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's why they're blocking the jury questionnaire and the witness list, because unless I'm wrong, I think that's what they said yesterday. I was like, oh, well, that's good. That's good. That means even though she can't help him, but maybe she's working with the appellate, whoever it would be.
I don't trust anyone that graduated from UI. I'm sorry. Period. Period. Trust issues. Period. I have so many trust issues because that I did not have before because of this case.
I know. And Massachusetts is off. My God, in Delphi.
Girl, God bless you, because I can't even, my brain does not even have enough like storage for anything. No. I don't follow, like I never followed any true crime before this.
Oh God, please.
I kind of followed Debbie Collier, that case, for like a little bit, but never to this
extent.
Only
Massachusetts for me. I blame Dago. I blame him. Oh, I blame him for this. I was like, but like I can't. It just blows my mind. I can't believe that. Like, listen, cops were knocking on my door the other night because they wanted my camera footage. I didn't answer the goddamn door. I don't want to fucking talk to them. I don't want to be involved. I don't know what they're gonna do. They could put my DNA on the camera or something.
How many people you think did that in Idaho? Is what I want to know.
Exactly. Look, I don't trust it.
Listen, I think twice about throwing out my damn garbage. Now I used to buy these like really cute cherry blossom scented trash bags. They were like pink, they were pink. They were so cute. But then I'm like, oh shit, you could totally pick out my trash bag out of the dumpster with all the other trash bags.
It was yours.
Apartment complex. So
Jen,
I started buying white ones.
This is the purge. We don't talk about perfumey things on here, damn it.
Well, listen, like, because our DNA goes on more things than yours probably does. So,
well, ladies, you are honestly electric freaking dynamite. I have opened Pandora's box with you, but I feel like I need to read something. Because it's all in caps, and Lucy Morningstar is my producer of my show. Ann's own investigations were not permitted to view the entire case. They literally had to sit out of discussions at various times, depending on the subject being discussed. These investigators were barred because of the state seeking the protective order. These investigators had been on the case. They were not new to the case. Why the fuck would she ask for additional help when the help you have isn't even allowed to view the case?
I don't know. I couldn't believe that she agreed to the IGG stuff. Like
I didn't know that. She wasn't around for all that.
Because listen, okay, Othram said, and I'm going to leave it at this. They said, according to Kane, I'm pretty sure, or one of those people that Anne was, whatever, interrogating, whatever you call it, said that Othram said they couldn't do. They advised against trying to do a YSTR test because of the small amount of DNA and. That something about the bootstrapping. Remember that whole situation? So YSTR, the Y chromosome, is passed down through the male lineage. So it could be a father, could be a son, could be a brother.
Well, that's exactly right, because you have the situation that the DNA matched to 4 brothers.
Right. Yeah. So it's going to just tell you it's males in that lineage, but you cannot say that this DNA is from the father. You can't say it's the father. It could have been an uncle, it could have been a brother, it could have been Brian's, it could have been anyone. Unless you're doing the like when you test the mother and the father, like that's different. That's not the test that they did. So it just doesn't make any sense.
Guys, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to pee so freaking bad. I have to go to the bathroom too. I'm like dying right now.
I hope you feel better.
No, I have to pee. I gotta pee.
Oh, okay.
Don't hold your pee. That's not good.
I will send me it. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me up here, Jen. I cannot wait to talk to you again.
Same.
Okay, yeah. So a couple days you could make it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
okay. All right. Yeah.
All right, guys.
You can come. You can go and come back. You don't have to shut it down. I got about 15 more minutes.
Okay, I think I want to go eat.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just wanted to thank you, Krista, for being on. I appreciate it. That was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, no. I'm honored.
I wanted to throw it out there, Jen. The question was raised if we know whether or not Sigma Chi had a camera, which I say, of course they did. Now, in that recruitment video where they show the 13 and stuff like that, we don't necessarily see it. Right?
Yeah,
but I know by now they probably have cameras in every nook and cranny. At the time in 2022, did they have cameras? But also there's another document, I believe, that alleges there's a camera directly across the street from 1122.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
I think
so
Lana showed a body cam of one of those. I think it was the one across, not the Taylor out, not the Whites, but like next to it. I believe it was that house. I don't know. The cops were creeping up on this guy's porch or something. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Never mind. Forget I said it.
And furthermore, the knife sheath, I believe, was alleged to be in Maddie's bed on 4chan.
Well, yeah, it was under the comforter partially or something, right?
Before they even released any information about the knife sheath. They talked about the knife sheath being on Maddie's bed in 4chan. Now, that knife sheath also had multiple DNAs on it, and that's why I played that entire clip from Middleman and the Othram Labs with Stacy Chapin there at the beginning of the show, because they try to make us sound crazy for saying that there was different source DNA on that knife sheath. But there absolutely was. And then she says Othram Labs is the only one that handled that specimen. Now, first of all, Othram Labs never got the sheath. They got a digital sample from allegedly a sheath that we have not seen, heard, or and so it's
you can create a DNA profile.
I can create a DNA profile digitally for anybody.
Right, for anybody. All you need, there was an Israeli company. An Israeli company manufactured fake DNA, did something with the blood and removing and the machine. I don't know, and then something like that. They sent it to multiple labs to see who would see that, who would realize that it was fake, and it was nobody did. Maybe one did. I don't remember. But they said they only needed a database of it was 400 or 500 DNA profiles in order to create anybody else's DNA profile.
Well, I know you've been taking a little bit of time off, hugging your Kane B, the Purge doll, and cuddling up at night with them and stuff. But they did say that they had all these DNAs from the banister, from the railing, from the half wall, from all these other places on the back of the knife sheath, and they put it in an oven to keep it, and then somebody left the oven open, and so they threw it all away. It's like an incubator, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm telling you.
Regardless, if they get a profile from it, the profile would be digital. What does it matter? If
everything went down before they can investigate it, apparently, and they never mentioned that in the PCA.
Never. Did you see the report where? Hold on, I can find it. Where anyway, the detective says he was interviewing someone in Pullman, and I think it was one of Brian's professors or something. And at the very end of the report, it says he basically says that he accidentally stated the date as December 9th, I think it was, but it really was January 9th. Whoops. My bad. Like, how convenient that you just happen to say the wrong date. Like, give me a break. Because none of the investigation into Brian was done until after. I have not found one report, except the one that was accidentally the wrong date, that was done between the 19th and his arrest. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely, sure.
there was nothing.
Gracefully Salty saying that Stacy decided to buy pizza and drinks for Sigma guys and locked themselves in the fraternity house. I had not heard this before.
Wait, when?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Leslie and Billy had a question a little while back. I wanted to see if you were aware of.
Okay.
I was
I wasn't
trying
looking
to
in
pin
chat.
it. Why do
sorry.
you think some people think Papa Rogers is an Asian woman? Do you remember?
That's interesting. I don't know. I didn't see that. It's also that's kind of interesting because wasn't it an Asian guy who detectives went to him because he had ordered like a mask and gloves and a K-bar or something? Do you recall that? It was after the homicides, but like he seemed the whole interview was sketched.
You know, it's like I was trying to say with you and Krista. It's not impossible for anybody in here to believe that a guy like Kohberger could do this because it's happening all day, every day, across the country, across the world. Okay? Yet, in this case, they've spoon-fed nothing but bullshit we can see right through. And they've lied time after time. Stacy and this middleman lady, Middleton or whatever, are lying at CrimeCon. That did the FBI not handle that sample to give you the digital sample? There's all kinds of people. I believe not 23andMe, but the other one, Earth thing, also handled the sample. And they're trying to give themselves all the credit, right? And then it doubled, and then they are partnering across the world with governments to be the go-to forensic agency for DNA. So there's all kinds of money there, and they're trying to pat themselves on the back and use Stacy as the poster child there for their product.
But meanwhile. They were protected witnesses. They were informants. They didn't want to be named. Oh, like we don't want, like as if Bill was acting like as if the lab didn't want like anyone to know that they did the work. They want all the fucking attention. Give me a break.
Very much so. Why would it's?
Give me a break.
I think in their brains, in this shape in Stacy's brain, they think that they're waging a campaign for good. When it reminds me of the movie A Clockwork Orange, where they had a program. Is a 1960s movie, and there was a program to rehabilitate criminals by holding their eyelids open and showing them violence after violence. And when they saw the violence, they would get a bad taste or they would hurt them. And this was supposed to rehabilitate them. Well, it turned out with the first case subject that the movie's about, it didn't work. But instead of admitting that they were wrong, they just paid off the case subject for it to say, "Oh, I'm all better now." And
that reminds me of like when we catch your kid. I never did it, but they would say, "Oh, if your kid smokes, just make him smoke a whole pack back to back to back to get him so sick that he's never going to smoke anymore." That's what you reminded me of when you said that.
So
I never saw that movie. I never saw it.
Yeah, you should check it out sometime. Anyway, so what else was I saying there? We'll pick it up next time. When we got all three of you up here, I will do StreamYard. So Miss Potts doesn't have to get all fumbly bumbly, and it'll be a part 2 of this one. You guys were just amazing today. Thank you for being on. I really appreciate everybody being here.
Thank
also
everyone.
as well. Yeah. And don't forget to like for me, please, on the way out if you like. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Meaning don't bite. And that'll be it for you. We're just going to rage quit for you one more time. And say goodnight, Jen.
Good night, Jen.